But we'll fix that as things go. Oh man. What whoo. It's man, sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield, and sometimes it don't fucking matter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. So what happened with you, man?
Well, today was supposed to be a good day. It was supposed to be a day I go, just breeze through work, finally get my Nintendo Switch, and then go see Bad Times at the El Royale. But no, that's not what happens. Instead, what happens is first I get an ear-splittingly painful toothache right here in the upper jaw.
Oh no!
It gets so bad, I stop into a 7-Eleven to try and get some water to maybe just rinse it out or something like that. I go to turn on my car, it doesn't turn on.
Oh, marvelous!
Yeah, it's I'm assuming the starter, the battery seems fine. So, and if it was the alternator, the battery would have been dead at that point. So
yeah. When it turns over, does it do anything? Does it make a noise or?
Nope.
Oh, it's like nothing.
Yeah. Nothing.
Oh.
I'm assuming that's the starter. Usually, you'd at least hear like the click.
Yeah. If you don't hear the click, chances are. Yeah, chances are it's a starter. Now, depending on the car you have, that could be a real easy fix.
Well, mine's a Honda, so...
Yeah, so that won't be too bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's actually still under warranty, so that's good.
That's very good.
Like 5,000 more miles than it would have not been, but... always get that extended warranty.
Well, on something like a car, yeah.
Yeah, but so instead of being able to go on and brag about some movie I saw or all these freaking games I was playing, which I can't play because I bought them before I bought the fucking system. Instead, I'm here medicated as fuck on a combination of Kraken, CBD, and whatever the fuck is in Oragel.
Oh, man.
So how was your day?
Well, it was my day. I fucking... Whew! Man, where to start, man? One of the problems is that the worst aspect of my day, I'm not sure I should really talk... worst aspect of my weekend, I don't know if I should really talk about.
Fair enough.
One of those confidential friends things, but let it be known that some shit went down in my world that was not fantastic.
Damn.
Yeah. It involves the hospital.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So but I can't really.
We can save that for less public.
Yeah.
Discourse.
Yeah, I wish I could, but it involves someone else. It wasn't just me. So.
Speaking of, you said your party's on the 27th?
Yeah, the invitation. Yeah, the invitations hadn't gone out yet. They're going to go out tomorrow. So that's why you hadn't gotten one, because they hadn't technically been sent out.
Well, I was assuming the reason I hadn't seen it because it was supposedly on Facebook, and it's like, yeah, I don't go on that thing.
Yeah. We gotta figure out how to. Yeah, I gotta figure out.
You will not get anything from me, Zuckerberg.
You will get nothing from me, Zuckerberg. Fuck you. Oh man, but yeah, it's just one of those. Go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's going to be on 27th. We settled on the date. We were the invitations were supposed to go out on Friday, but that thing happened.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
You know, like, why can't people fucking have problems when it's convenient to me? You know, I don't know. Bastards. Inconsiderate people. Oh, man. So basically, yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, well, I was about to say, so basically your day has been, I was going to go to work, and then...
No, it was in the middle of work.
Oh, shit. Oh, dude, I had that happen to me once. Oh, my God. When I was, like, driving people around, holy crap, I'm outside of a club in the middle of the fucking street, car won't start. Oh, that was not good. Not good at all. Yeah, because it turns out that the cruiser cruisers of a particular year have a design flaw, and that is if the steering column can lock up, and if it locks up, you can't turn the engine over.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not good.
How does one let a flaw like that slide?
I don't know, because, like, the thing is, it don't lock up that often. This time it did.
Jeez.
I had to take that thing into the fucking... I had to have that thing towed into the garage. And fucking spend, like, what was it, like, a couple $100 to get, like, the steering column replaced.
Jeez.
Yeah. Well, it was really weird because, like, they're like, look, once we get to the steering column, this is easy peasy lemon squeezy. But to do that, we have to destroy this one part of the mechanism that we have to replace. I'm like, are you fucking shitting me? And they're like, no. I'm not shitting you. Okay, do it. When'll it be ready? And they're like, yeah, 8 hours. Okay. Yeah, that was rough. That was one of those, like, well, that's my week's take. God. You know, like, that blew. That was one of those, like, that was one of the moments that made me go, I don't know if I can keep afford doing this in San Francisco. Like, how fucked up is that? You're like, I don't know if I can afford to do my job. You know, like that's, and it feels weird because it's like, that's one of the situations I feel like the current world has kind of got people in. You know, it's like, well, you need a job. And I'm like, yeah, I need a job just so I qualify for welfare. Jesus Christ. No. I knew so many people.
So many complaining. You're unemployed too.
Yeah. I knew so many people who had just enough of a job that they qualified for welfare. It's just like, can you get anything else going? They're like, maybe eventually. Fucking eventually, maybe I'll get like a real job. But like, you know, first a real job has to fucking be available.
Holy crap.
What's up? What's up?
No, I was just like, from what you were saying, I'm just like, damn.
Yeah. Well, it really is one of those things where like that can be part of your life for a while, where you're just sort of like, all right, well, I worked for 14 weeks this year. Let's get that California unemployment check. I got bills to pay. Shit, they're piling up. You know, because that's the thing I don't think people really take into consideration, which is sometimes people on welfare, they're not getting free money. They're trying to dig themselves out of a hole. You know, like they're in debt. There's this thing called debt, like, that you're trying to fucking get your way out of. Like you in the negative, no matter how much that fucking welfare check is. You know,
that thing like an antlion trap. You keep clawing and you just get pulled in deeper.
Yeah, like you have to make your life about getting out of that hole, and the thing is it has to be at least just barely possible, because if it's not even barely possible, there's no point, and that hole just gets bigger. Because what are you going to do? You could pay your debt, or you could have lunch. Yeah, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? You know, and so then you're just finding every way to fucking stretch out $1. You know, some of my let's see, some of my favorites have been there's some bakeries in the area, and you're like, well, that bread's already in the look, we can't sell this pile. It's too old. But it's not spoiled. Quick. Grab it. Now, you know, you may be eating, you know, I believe that this is the true fucking origin of the bagel witch. Because nothing, you don't find anything in as big of quantities in the, all right, we gotta get this shit the fuck out of here, as bagels. All kinds of fucking unsold bagels get just fucking tossed out in the bag, and so that's always good, because if it's, you know, like, obviously you don't want to just like, oh, we just threw these on the street, you know, you don't want that. You want them still in the bag.
It's in the trash. No, it's in a container.
Yeah, it's in a bag in the trash, and some bakeries just will leave out old inventory so that people can just come and grab it. It's one of those, like, we don't tell people we can do, you can do that, but we can't get rid of it. It's outside. We don't ask no questions. By the morning, it's just gone. Garbage fairies took it away.
That's I actually worked in like a bakery / cafe, and yeah, we would do that every night. Just set out the old inventory. Yeah,
just set it out. Be like, wait, won't it go bad out there? No, by the morning it'll be gone. You know why? People are poor. That's why, and they need to fucking eat. Oh my god.
And they can actually eat something that's not fucking rotting and covered in mold and shit.
Exactly. It's like, look, they're just 2-day-old bagels, you know. 2 days after they're baked, bagels are still fine. You know, you might not be able to sell them for, you know, yuppie artisanal prices, you know, but you can eat them. And yeah, I've done that a few times. You know,
economics kids,
yeah. Like, it's like, all right, what's real economics? You cannot fucking use food stamps to buy booze. That's real economics. They won't let you. Can't buy liquor and cigarettes with fucking food stamps. I've always been, but the funny thing is, you know what always works way better than the, like, okay, you can use it here, you can't use it there, blah, 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 blah. You know what always works better? Just giving them the money. Just be like, look, here, you know what you need. That's it. You know, we don't need to make people do math. Just have money.
Oh, no, of course they do. Why do you think they have taxes?
Yeah, exactly. I know, right?
Taxes were the invention of the first nerd to be bullied in school. You think you could have gotten me one? Here's my revenge. Do the math yourself, asshole.
Assholes! The government shall not do it for you. We are going to make sure that you did it correctly, and if there is one mistake, we might arrest you. Yeah, oh man. Well, it's so weird, like, finding out that, like, a lot of other countries get, like, the government files for you because they want that cheddar, they want that money. They're not waiting for you to fucking do it. You know, because isn't that the weirdest thing? It's like, okay, everyone, file your own taxes. You're like, I could be putting anything down on this. Now, I'm conscious of the consequences of getting caught doing that, but doesn't that seem a bit off?
Well, there's also the other thing in that if you kind of don't realize what you can actually write off, they could actually get even more of your money.
Possibly, yeah.
Which is, I mean, you know, it's like, Miss Babcock, why do we even have to learn algebra? Because, fuck you, the government wants your money.
Oh, Oregon, best state for taxes. Well, yeah, I mean, you ever seen how many companies are located in Oregon? It's crazy. Same thing for Delaware. There's more companies than there are in Delaware than there are people in Delaware.
Also, all the pot startups are going into Oregon now, because because everyone who's in California is already established.
Yep.
So all the independents, they all go into Oregon. Meanwhile, all the illegal pot farmers, I forget where they're going.
Oh, the ones that are still illegal?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because the rest of the world ain't just California.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that.
I don't think Wyoming, although that would probably be a very good place to set up shop.
Oh, my God. Oh, God. Like, the whole, someone called Mondo Cult, but Jack, Trump said he would lose money from that new tax law. Wait, what? Which tax law? I have no idea which one you're talking about. Are you talking about, like, are we gonna lose money now that he's like, yeah, rich people don't have to pay taxes? You bet your ass we're gonna lose money. You know, that was the point. You know,
it's like, how can you tax if you're only taxing the people without money? Exactly.
It's like, quick, tax people without money. If they don't, we'll put them in jail. And I'm like, no. You can't. Fucking. No, the point is get money, not put people in prison. You know, because if you put people in prison, guess what? You know what that does? It costs money.
Costs you money.
Just get the money. You know, I
Well, it's funny because it's like, well, how are we going to pay? Well, how are we going to pay for all these government? Get the fucking money.
You know, just get the money. Jesus Christ. When money doesn't flow, then guess what? The reserve dries up. Yep. Well, yeah,
but then I lose money. Yeah, and you get it back because you work in the fucking government.
Oh my God. I've never seen more. No, I've never seen more libertarians in a single place than in government work. And I'm like, wait, you're all libertarians, but y'all you're all government contractors. Okay. All right. I see how it is. God damn it. You know, like, are you you're entitled to the fruits of your own labor. I'm like, your whole business is propped up by tax money. The money you get comes from taxes. Do you not get this? You know, good God. Yeah, libertarians, we hate the government, so give us the government jobs. Yep. Government better get off my Medicare. It's like, where do you think that comes from? Oh my God. You know, whatever. People stupid. Stupid. 5 years of stupid. Oh man. So, what else has been going on?
Well, we have been doing a little bit more of shooting for the movie. We're getting close to the end. Uh, just a few more scenes to go.
Oh, sweet.
At least for me, I know they have a number of things that they're gonna be doing. So,
Oh, okay. So, like, you're about to close out the movie?
I'm about to close out my parts of the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh man. So you're basically doing the. As far as I'm concerned, everyone can go home. Yeah.
Well, there is the after party.
Oh shit! When is that this year? Was that gonna be next year or when is that?
I have to double check. I believe it's going to be at the end of shooting.
Ooh, damn. Is that just for the cast and crew, or is that a friends and family kind of thing too?
I'll ask Darren.
Okay. Yeah, because I wouldn't mind seeing Darren again. Like, it's been a while. Now, it's been a hot second since I've seen that guy.
Still need to call him.
I know, man. I need to give. There are a lot of people I need to give a call to. You ever, man? You know, one of the things that's been like bothering me is that I have been in a funk, man. Now, I have been in a funk. You know what?
You tell.
Yeah. I'm watching kitten videos because, like, I'm like, man, life sucks, man. You know, everything blows. You know, just some friends having a real hard time. You know, I know, for instance, that Dawn's having a really hard time. Dawn Eldritch is usually sometimes in the chat. Yeah, she's having a real rough time right now. You know, things ain't so great.
Yeah.
And I'm really, really sad about that because, you know, I don't like it when, you know, friends are having a bad time.
Yeah. It really does.
Yeah, it really blows.
By the way, Jack.
Yeah.
To correct you from something you said last week. No, the funniest sound. The funniest animal having sex is a turtle.
Hold on. Turtle having sex sound. You have to hold on.
You can also look up turtle humps a shoe.
Okay. Check this out. What?
Is that not the most fucking adorable thing you've ever heard?
I know. It's trying to bust a nut, and that's the fucking sound it makes?
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, more than one turtle has been seen doing this.
Yes.
Whoa. Hump. Hump. Okay. All right. Oh my god. No, I gotta say, like, as far as, like, I'll tell you about let me talk about fucked up news for a minute. Kanye West.
Oh,
what?
Shit.
The
what
fuck?
What that boy do now?
Well, first of all, he's like all about repealing the 14th Amendment, which, you know, that's the anti-slavery amendment. Yeah, let's get rid of that.
What?
Because, you know, black people are so much worse off after abolition. Yeah.
I mean, Kanye.
Yeah, that's right. I flew here using the power of this hat.
That's terrific.
Oh my God, Alec Baldwin is fucking Donald Trump.
Boy, lost his goddamn mind. Oh.
What? Yeah. It's just now sinking in.
Like
About Kanye. Yeah. No, that guy's gone crazy. He is. What the? I don't even know. Yeah. How even the fuck?
Oh. I mean, I saw the Lil Pump video. I shouldn't be shocked.
Dude. I knew something was wrong after Cell Phone. I know that's not even a Kanye song. That's how bad it was. That's how bad it was. Yeah, that Drake song's so bad it fucked Kanye up. You know?
Oh.
I know. Oh, Kardashians. What good has come out of the Kardashians? You know? Like, what real good has come out of that ever? You know, the closest anyone could come up with is like, well, what about Caitlyn Jenner? Look, Trump's in office, Caitlyn Jenner don't matter. Fuck you.
And Caitlyn Jenner is an awful person.
She's a terrible person.
She's actually a bad representation of
transsexual people. Yeah,
because she is that like that awful celebrity that you're just like, no, please, no, please don't assist.
Yeah. Well, it turns out like sometimes it doesn't matter whether you transition if you transition into Senator Collins. You know, like, Jesus Christ. I hate people, man. Sometimes I just hate people. Oh, man. Whew.
Fuck, what was I have been introducing a lot of people to the baby, by the way.
Oh my God. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. How's that been going?
It's been fun. It also lets me know which one of my patients are the cool ones, because they're the ones who still call me back.
Oh my God. Oh, speaking of which, did you ever get to see the entirety of We Are the Flesh?
Yes.
God damn it. I fucking loved that movie. You just watch it. It's like, you get to the end and you're like, what? That movie has just bludgeoned you into just accepting whatever happens. You're just like, okay, movie. This just keep going. You know? But actually, I super dug that movie because it was a beautiful fucking exercise in, all right, how fucked up this gonna get? How fucked up we gonna do this? Oh my God. Oh, what is this? Oh my God.
Yeah, and finally got one of my associated folks to finally see Last Train to Busan. Like the dude, dude was like, "Oh yeah, I saw it. Well, I saw like maybe the first half of it." And I'm like, "You." Everything about that movie happens in like the last quarter.
Yeah.
Everything that fucking matters.
Yeah.
I finally got boy to see it. See that film? Oh my god, you want a movie that's gonna fucking depress you.
Oh God, yeah, you're holding on until that you're holding on until that last second. Little girl starts singing, and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah. And she's singing Aloha Oi.
Yeah, Aloha Oi for her dead daddy. You're like, why? Oh my God, why? We're monsters, you know.
And it's like,
oh my God.
And on the one hand, I do kind of, agree that that one guy's death was not satisfying enough, but the one dude at the end, you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, and it's like, I agree that it wasn't very satisfying, but then I don't think there could have been a death they could have made that would have been, that guy was the fucking
Oh
worst.
my God, no! Like you just hate, like, hate.
Let me tell you about hate.
Yeah, right. Oh my God. Do. Man, one of the problems I hate. Oh, here we go. I hate doing like the Facebook invite thing.
Yeah.
Is I fucking sometimes I don't know who people are. Because like I years ago, like in the beginning, yeah, like, but why is Chris Bores on my fucking friends list? That makes no sense. That I. Okay.
Oh, sorry, it was like a bad ASMR for a moment.
What?
When you were like smacking your lips, it was like, God, it was like a bad ASMR video for a moment. No.
Hold on, I can do better. Oh, damn it. There we go.
I realize I have not drunk enough. Taking it straight was a bad idea.
Oh my God. Do. Is that all right? I'm gonna take some. Damn, man, how many people do I know have like a billion fucking different Facebook goddamn pages? What the fuck? Do. Apparently, I know a lot of people. Apparently, I don't know a lot of the people that I know.
Yeah, that's that kind of happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
While you're wandering around, and then suddenly someone goes up to you and like, "Hey, how's it been going?" It's like, "Oh, hello, you."
Yeah, do I? Oh, yeah, I definitely invite them, even though I know they're not going to be able to make it. Come on. Bonk. That person. Oh, man. That's the third time that person's been on the list. God damn it. Maybe I should just have like a, I should just make this a lot easier in the future. Just have like a specific party list. It's like, these are the people who that Facebook will just automatically invite to everything.
Well, if you do, you have to make it a long scroll, like a long ass scroll.
Yeah. You know, fucking hell. Ah, let's see. Blast Action's like, here's a tweet for you. Let's see. The only thing I like about the Hunger Games is because it came out. No studio will touch Battle Royale, so it is safe. Yeah, fair. Yeah, true. True enough. True enough. Dun 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 dun.
It wasn't so bad.
Ba ba da ba ba da ba ba da ba da ba ba da. There's the Spider-Man. Okay, so watch that. So I don't know if you saw, but I watched that Venom movie.
Yeah, I saw part of your review.
Have you seen
that
their Venom movie?
I didn't get a chance to see any movie because my car broke down.
Oh well, this was like you know.
I know it came out last week, but I haven't had a chance to see it yet. So.
Got it. Okay, so I haven't had a chance to see it. Okay, Tom Hardy is fantastic as Venom. The rest of the movie is struggling to keep up to his level.
That's what I heard.
It's a lot of people were really confused by like She-Venom showing up for like a hot second, and I was sort of like, yeah,
it happens.
Looks good to me. Like I'm okay with this. But a lot of people were like, "Am I gay now because Venom made out with himself?" And I'm like, okay, no,
That's
or yes, you know.
That's not homoerotic. That's incest. Dumbass.
Well, just looking at some people whose like fucking minds were blown by that scene, and I'm like, okay, Venom made out with Eddie Brock because Venom was a chick at the time. Whatever. You all have a new fetish now. You know, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, society.
And I just realized it hits so many levels too.
It does. It does. You know, this is going to be one of those like, oh, there's going to be carnage. God damn it! Like you're like, oh my god, fucking, dude. You know, the fucking man is Venom. That's going to be great. And he says that line. You're like, no, it's not. No, this is going to be terrible. This is going to be Jamie Foxx's Electro all over again. You know, like...
Was this 100% Marvel or was this also Sony?
This was Sony.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
Yeah. Sony has the worst fucking teasers ever. They're just the worst.
I don't know why Sony keeps Sony Pictures. It is the sole reason why their company has not become like a top Fortune 500, well, like top 10 company.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, their electronics.
Well, they keep trying to
kind of like
fucking
mid-level, but
yeah. Well, they keep trying to like get back to the heyday when they were the ones who had made like the all the real the good Marvel movies back before Marvel Studios was a real thing. You know?
Oh yeah, like because they made the original X-Men
and Spider-Man and those.
Yeah. Or no, Fox was the original X-Men.
Oh, Fox was Fox was X-Men, but Sony was Spider-Man, and I actually
with Raimi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually for a while like shared a building with one of the effects guys who worked on like Spider-Man 3.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. You know, fucking that guy really wanted a Venom movie, and I'm just like, dude, no. Give it up. And then fucking here it was, golden opportunity. Here, Tom Hardy's playing Venom, and you're like, oh, we're just gonna Venom it up. Okay, it's just gonna be symbiote all the time. And then they fucked that up. Like, I still can't believe it. It's like at the last scene of the movie, all of a sudden Venom's like, yeah, I'm just gonna be a good guy now. And you're like, what? Like, it just happens. You're like, okay. Is there going to be a character turn? Is there going to be, like, an important moment where... No. Okay.
On the plus side, at least we know that obligatory Venom cameo in the new Spider-Man film is going to actually be decent since it's still Tom Hardy.
Yeah. Oh, is there? Oh, he's actually going to be in, like, Spider-Man Far From Home?
No, but I assume he will be. Like, I assume there's a cameo going on.
I hope so. Like, I wouldn't mind, like, having, you know... well, here's a weird thing. I don't know, like, what you would... Man, you'd have to change so much. But then again, they've changed so much with Spider-Man, they might as well fucking just go fuck it, whole hog. Just go fucking do this. You know, why not? Why not? You know? So... How is everyone else in Slip Pit Land? I know we're going a little slow right now because reshoot. Oh, the most dreaded word in the movie industry for fans: reshoots. Oh God, yeah. You know, I still can't believe that they put the middle of the Venom movie at the end.
It's like how?
Why did you do that? You know, it's like the shots don't even match, like, at all. You know, this is one of those, like, you thought this was good enough to put in theaters. You thought this was acceptable. Okay, I don't know how we go from night to day to night again just by walking through a door.
Sony Pictures.
Sony Pictures, people. Sony Pictures. Sony fucking Pictures. Yeah. Twitch was being an asshole, but okay, says Mondo Child. Oh, is it giving everybody shit? You know, it's so fucking hard to keep things going. What are your thoughts on the Joker teaser trailer? All right, let me see this thing. I actually, like, fucking haven't seen it because I'm like, oh, this thing. Oh, that's a teaser trailer? Okay. The makeup teaser trailer. Okay, I have no idea. Huh. I don't know. Whatevs.
I assume you did hear that James Gunn's doing the new Suicide Squad?
I did hear that. Good.
It's like...
Good. Yes. I'm hoping, like, that he does Suicide Squad and fucking... You know, that he fucking, like, just goes back and just, like, fucking rubs his fuck stick all over that fucking property. It's just like, all right, fuck it. You know, that guard, they kicked me off Guardians of the Galaxy. Y'all kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. We going in raw. We're gonna go get back to Slither Age James Gunn, but with DC characters. I could live with that.
Well, I was assuming that essentially the meeting came to like this, to be like this. Okay, you want me to do the new Suicide Squad? Okay, how about either all the money you have or only half the money you have, but all the creative control?
Yeah, I will accept only half the money, but kiss my ass. Oh my God, I fucking so good. You know, I'm feeling pretty vindicated, to be totally honest.
Yeah,
you know,
no, that was a really dumb decision on Disney. I knew they would do it.
Oh yeah, because why the fuck wouldn't they?
Well, because they is a cult of the mouse.
Yeah,
and I know because I worked there.
Oh my God. It's
I mean, to be fair, it was at least fun enough where it's like you kind of wanted to try and live up to those standards, but at the same time, it's like I got lectured for over an hour for having shoelaces that weren't black. Literally. Just
what?
Shoelaces. Literally, because they're so strict on their dress code, if you show up with socks that aren't black and shoelaces that aren't black or brown, no, apparently.
That's a bad thing.
Apparently it's a real bad thing.
That's a bad thing. Ooh, you better believe that's a bad thing.
I mean, you would think, because admittedly, I did a lot of dumb shit when I was working at the park. Like, like things that I would have assumed I would have gotten yelled at, and they're just like, no, that's fine. But apparently, don't show up with shoelaces if they ain't the right color.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
like, I flooded a boat one time, and I did not get yelled at.
yeah, you're like, what was it? Was it Adventureland or?
No, I unfortunately worked the worst fucking ride, the most depressing ride in the goddamn park, which was Storybook Land.
Oh, jeez.
Now, for those of you who don't know, and there's probably plenty of you who don't, because it is literally the blandest, most overlooked ride in the entire park. Storybook Land is essentially, it's a boat ride around dioramas. Essentially, imagine the Jungle Cruise, only a little bit slower, literally nothing to see.
Oh, a little slower. Yay!
And all the
'Cause that's
humor,
what I needed.
all the humor from the Jungle Cruise is drained out.
Because you've just given up on life. It's just over. You're dead.
Storybook Land is the ride Walt Disney made so that parents can punish their kids without using corporal punishment.
Oh my God. Storybook Land, 60 years of family fun. Oh God.
It's literally you're in a boat and you go around dioramas of famous Disney cartoons.
Oh my
That's
God.
all it fucking
I
is.
remember that. Oh God.
I fucking worked that ride.
Oh my God. Hey man, I don't know what you're complaining about.
Yes, I said ride, not attraction. Fuck you, Walt.
Me? Yeah, you said it was a ride. Well, there is a thing that you sit in that moves.
Hold on. Sorry, you're coming in like super lagged. I'm just trying.
Oh, okay. How about
to
now?
get here. Slightly better. Give me 1 second here.
All right.
Okay, now you're better.
All right. Awesome. Woo.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Now,
Sorry,
what were you saying?
I had to look up Storybook Land and remember the wretched truth. Yeah, I knew that's the one that the fucking guy I knew got busted on. Cause you know how that one fucking had like for the longest time it had like fucking the witch giving Snow White the apple.
Oh, in the Snow White ride or something?
No. It's a Storybook Land, right?
Oh, yeah, but the one with Snow White being given the apple, there's an actual Snow White ride.
Oh, I thought there was one. I thought there was one that had that and like Peter Pan and all that jazz.
Well, there's a Peter Pan ride and a couple of others, but okay. You ever see that like one little area in the park where like you're in Fantasyland and then there's that Monstro the whale?
Yeah.
You occasionally see boats go in the mouth.
Oh, that's Storybook Land.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
It is literally an open air little boat ride through a garden and dioramas. And that is it. You're not even allowed to crack jokes like you are in like Jungle Cruise and stuff like that. It's
Why?
like no, it's like you follow script and you do not deviate. It's like
what's okay, so what's the script? I gotta know.
It is literally just spiel. It is pure spiel. Like you literally just talk about whatever story it is that you pass the diorama of. Like, oh, and here is the Cave of Wonders that was in the movie Aladdin, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, so, okay, so I gotta ask. All right, so you got a boat full of people. Fucking Monster's Mouth is coming up. Go. Do you remember it all?
No. Mine was, we don't really know where we're going.
Oh. Oh man, there's no earthly way of knowing which direction we are going. Oh god. Okay, what's this? It's raining, is it snowing? Is a hurricane blowing? Oh god. Speaking of which, I rewatched fucking Thor Ragnarok last night.
Oh, nice.
Because it's got that Willy Wonka sequence where Thor is being told about the Grandmaster. Yes. You're about to meet the Grandmaster. Oh man, Thor Ragnarok's a lot of fun.
It is. It really is. Oh man, that was. I kind of noticed that like all the third movies of all the movie series were all like the best version. Were all the best ones.
Yeah. I really loved Iron Man 3. Like, holy crap!
And then Captain America ends on Civil War, which is like, fuck.
Yeah, what you could do there?
Avengers 2.5.
I know, right? You know, like it's kind of crazy the way this is all like moving out. Yeah, not your Thor. Oh, you didn't like Ragnarok? Ragnarok is awesome.
It's amazing.
That's a fucking great movie. You know, it's Thor cracking jokes. You know, just trying to get his manhood back. You know, as symbolized by his hammer.
The universe.
Yeah,
bouncing around the universe with his half brother.
Yeah, with his half brother and some random Valkyrie he manages to find, who's an alcoholic. You know,
maybe the occasional mountain troll.
Oh my god! Hey, Hong Kong, how you doing? This is Mick. Yeah, Mick. Mick's dead. You know, accidentally stepped on him. And, while we was, having the revolution. Been feeling really bad about it, so just been carrying his body around all day. Oh, hey, Mick's alive, everyone. Yay, Mick. Fucking, I love it's. Oh god, yeah. All the stuff that with Thor and the Hulk was just amazing in that movie. You know,
it really was.
Fucking Bruce Banner starts having a panic attack on this alien planet. It's like, I can't do this. Like, no, Banner, you're fine. You're fine. Really, come on. You could, it's all right. You'll be all right. It's like, no, you just want me to get to the Hulk. What? No, not the Hulk. He's like, I prefer you.
It's like, okay, you know what to give me. Like, wait, this is the melty stick. Why are you giving me the melty stick? I don't want to give. I don't want to.
He interrupted me. That's not like a melting offense. Like, what's wrong with you? It's like, what was I saying? That thing that I was saying starts with a B. Trash. Were you just waiting to call her trash? Like, really? Like, I was. It doesn't even start with a B. It's the best. I was just saying, she's the best. Yeah.
That might be the most Goldblum Jeff has ever Goldblum.
Oh my god.
And it's beautiful.
Oh my god. Have you ever? Oh my god. Let me see if I can find this.
It's your birthday.
Hey, it's you. Oh my god. You know, like, yeah, he uses that shit for orgies and stuff. Don't touch anything. Let's see. Goldblum Hiddleston. Let's see if I can. Oh, yes. Tom Hiddleston's impression of Jeff Goldblum?
Yes. Jeff, my name's Maya.
Hi, Maya.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Lovely to see you. You actually pushed in front of me in the queue to take the catwalk selfie.
I'm so sorry. I apologize. Can you ever forgive me?
No, it's fine. You were really polite about it. You walked past and said, sorry.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, when the red carpet calls, that's that's the only place I feel truly alive.
Okay, apparently.
Listen, you've been everywhere. You've got a lot of places to remember. Yeah.
No, I'm foggy. I'm just foggy.
You're
but
foggy.
Look, I'm thrilled to be with
I'm
you.
getting some heavy
again,
language.
and you too.
Jeff Goldblum.
This is all like a dream.
The
to me.
iconic Jeff Goldblum.
I mean, yeah, I've said 2 sentences to him that he does not understand in the slightest, but I feel like we're bonding.
It looked like you were bonding from where I was standing. Yeah,
A
yeah.
little bond.
Bonded. Yeah.
Bonded.
Yeah.
Bristolian bond, potentially.
Bristolian from Bristol.
No, I love it. It's nice to see you both. You're both looking incredibly dapper. I did comment on his...
All my notes from...
Do you?
Yeah. I mean, since we worked together on Thor Ragnarok, I feel like a little bit of Goldblum style has rubbed off on me. What can I say? I'm just a protege. I'm just a... What am I? Just a student, a mere student.
You're a great impersonator. Is that your Jeff Goldblum?
What do you think? What do you know? Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, that was so accurate.
Perfect.
That was...
Hi, I'm Jeff Goldblum. Guess what I'm selling? Wrong again. Jeff Goldblum crackers. The only cracker that talks when you put it in your mouth. Oh, you're picking me up by the cheese tray. Yes, I once. Oh, it's Brie. I once dated a woman named Brie. She was a ballerina. She was very lithe. Yes. Jeff Goldblum crackers. Buy them, or don't. Doesn't matter to me. Because in this life, one cannot always get what one desires. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. No. Oh man, the S word bit from Thor Ragnarok. Oh, don't say that. Mainframe. No, not mainframe. What would I have a problem with mainframe? The S word. The prisoners with jobs. Yeah, see, now that just sounds better. God damn it! I'm kind of hoping that the Grandmaster comes back. Oh man,
there is Avengers 4.
There is Avengers 4, and I'm looking forward to Captain Marvel, which is gonna have the scroll.
Yes,
finally. Finally.
Now that they have Fox, they can introduce.
Yeah. Man, I kind of want them. I'm going to be honest. Like, I saw that Dark Phoenix trailer, and I'm looking at it and I'm going, no, this adaptation's just cursed. Cursed. Because I'm looking at that trailer and I'm like, oh my God, I don't care. They're finally just straight up doing Dark Phoenix, and I don't care. Oh,
kind of like the last time they did Dark Phoenix.
Kind of like the last time they tried to do it. It's like, oh great, Last Stand. Oh fucking hell. Yeah. Yeah, there's X-Men, X2, and
I don't know. Apparently it works as a comic book story, but the moment it goes to film, it just goes to shit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like the fucking thing is,
even the animated series wasn't that good with it.
No, it wasn't that good, but it wasn't that bad. It was at least the fucking story
better than the movies. So.
Yeah, you know, like how to put it. I'm just like, no. You just need to give it, just have Marvel give it the Marvel treatment. Just fucking sit back. Y'all part of Disney now. Just fucking get to it. Just bring the X-Men into the fucking Marvel universe, and we'll see where to go from fucking there. Because fuck you. You know, like, I'm like, no, don't do this, where you're gonna have to make us, like, retcon the X-Men universe again. Which, to be fair, making it much like the comics. You know.
The only thing that I'm okay about this whole Disney basically acquiring all of media at some point is at least they seem to be doing it by actually making quality products.
Well, yeah, or like,
it's like if they're gonna earn their spot by just actually doing the work, then it's like fair enough, I guess. But
yeah, well, it's one of those things where, like, if the current producer, like Kevin Feige,
mm-hmm.
if he leaves, like, I'm gonna be like, all right, who's bringing up the rear, man? Who's gonna be doing this? You're gonna have to sell me on the next guy, you know.
He's pretty much the sole reason the Marvel series has worked.
Well, yeah, because he's been so behind it the entire time.
Yeah,
you know, like, this is his baby, you know. This is baby, so he's gonna make sure it fucking keeps happening.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did the Tupac thing and probably just wrote script or had, like, scripts made for, like, you know, even like 10 years after his death.
Probably. Or they're probably at least in the process of doing that. Because, like, okay, so what's happening? So here's the thing I think is really interesting. Once we get past Captain Marvel, everything's up in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we don't know what the release schedule is. You know, we don't know what's coming down the pipeline yet. You know, there are a lot of rumors about what's coming down the pipeline, but nothing solid. You know, not like a statement.
Like, we have heard a couple of, like, definite movies that are going to be made, but we don't know where they stand in the in the order either, because we know they're making a Black Panther 2.
Yeah, there's going to be a Black Panther 2. There's going to be another Spider-Man movie, and
I believe there's going to be another Ant-Man and the Wasp as well.
Yeah, I believe so.
And Guardians 3 is supposed to be being made, but of course.
So we know that those are in the works, but we don't actually know but we don't actually know, like, what but we don't actually know, like, exactly what that's gonna be. You know, we just have this, like, kind of vague idea, which
I'm just gonna say it right now: Squirrel Girl movie.
Well, here's the thing.
It's
apparently they're doing a Squirrel Girl show. They're going to be doing a show with Squirrel Girl and, like, a couple other people. It's going to be like Squirrel Girl, Ms. Marvel as opposed to Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look that up. Like, I could probably actually give you the real information. Squirrel Girl show. Boom, 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 boom. Come on.
Oh, Panic Bun's porting the Warframe to the Switch.
Yeah, Marvel's Squirrel Girl live action series.
Nice.
Yeah, it will. Okay, fine, fuck you. Yeah, looking for a new home. Yeah, it's basically going to. Who are they going to get for Squirrel Girl? Hold on. No, that's an ad. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Melania Vaintrup. Milana Vaintrup. Yeah. You know, you see pictures of her, you're like, yeah, that looks like it works. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be like Squirrel Girl, and I don't know who else they've got in the lineup. They apparently they've shot the pilot already. Like there are a couple of episodes. Yeah, they've shot like a couple of episodes, but I don't think but they haven't been released. You know.
Huh.
Yeah. Oh, Marvel. That's right. Yeah, it's basically Spider-Gwen, Squirrel Girl, and Ms. Marvel.
Oh.
You know, as opposed to Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
You know, Captain Marvel's going to be Carol Danvers. Ms. Marvel is going to be the current
the one they got.
Yeah,
the current Ms. Marvel.
Yeah, the Muslim Ms. Marvel. Well, let's see, what's the actual character's name? Because I don't actually read that title. No, that's Carol Danvers. I don't need. Yeah, Kamala Khan. Yeah, so they're gonna have Kamala Khan, Squirrel Girl, and Spider-Gwen essentially. Which I'm sort of like, okay, that's cool. I think it's supposed to be like
it's a lighthearted Defenders.
yeah, it's supposed to be a bit more lighthearted, and I'm like, okay.
Which, I mean, yeah, I can definitely get behind that because the Defenders need to be a little bit more lighthearted. Sadly, they went with the Iron Fist based storyline. God, that was the... God, I haven't even started on. They made Iron Fist season 2, and no one noticed because no one cared.
I know that first one was that first episode of the first series was so bad. You're looking at this and you're like, wow, this is the worst thing Marvel's Netflix has ever done.
Yeah,
this is the worst. You know,
the guy who played Iron Fist. When he was actually with Luke Cage, it was actually not bad. If they actually just dropped Iron Fist and made Luke Cage, Power Man and Iron Fist, or Luke Cage and Iron Fist.
Yeah.
I could actually get behind that a little more.
Well, yeah. Well, one of the problems I had is I just found myself going like, we just get him out of here.
Yeah.
Like, you have ruined it. It's done. It's over. You have fucked it up. You fucked it up. So just let it lie. Just let it go away. Iron Fist just needs to go away.
It is.
What?
It is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. They've announced they're not doing a third season.
Good.
Yeah, he may still show up in, like, things like Defenders, but he's not having his own series anymore.
Good.
Make him like Luke Cage's second banana. That's
Yeah. He could be. Yeah, he could hang out with Luke Cage, be second banana. I agree. You know. Oh, you just saying that because it's Asian? No.
Nation.
Yeah, fucking.
I call him a weeb, but it's for Tibetan culture he's obsessed with.
Yeah. It's like, is it weeb if it's a different Asian culture? I don't know. You know, weeaboos. Oh my god. Let's see. Colleen Wing is the current Iron Fist in the comic. Whatever.
Yeah.
Chi guns. Are you? Okay. All right. Why would you tease the fucking Iron Fist legacy and then do that? Because wait,
what just happened?
Because people suck. You know, like, how do good things get made, man? I don't know. They just are. They're allowed to exist. You don't make them. You just let them exist. I fucking come to believe that. Like, really good quality work isn't made. It simply is allowed to exist. You know, because I've seen like so many movies and shows and everything that just like fucking just. Oh wait, they put chi guns in Iron Fist season 2. Well, yeah. No. Oh wow. No wonder there's no third season. That has got to be the stupidest thing I ever fucking heard. Yeah, drop Iron Fist and add Moon Knight. I agree.
Or Black Knight.
Yeah. Like, well, I think I would like to see Moon Knight, but I'd love to see them like, fucking. Here's the thing about Moon Knight that I always kind of liked. You remember those like '80s shows, those '80s superhero shows, like, you know, The Greatest American Hero,
Yes.
and like all that shit, where there was always kind of like they have a power because it's a low budget show. It's sort of like
Janky,
a
like
little
powers.
janky, yeah.
Like Greatest American Hero, he kind of flies, but all he does is kind of like float.
Yeah.
It's like, no, he's not flying. He's just jumping really far. That's why he's flailing.
Playing,
It's like,
dun, 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 dun. Believe it or not, I'm walking around. I never thought I could be so big. Anyway, what? Okay, woman's judging me. Judgment. I love you. In your sleep. All right. But okay, I always kind of want to do Moon Knight a little like that, like not comedically, but like, a better example. Remember Animal Man?
yeah,
He turned into animals.
yes.
Whatever. He's just a man who would turn into animals. It was like a really shitty version of like Wanna Beast.
Okay, yeah.
You know, so I was like, what if you did Moon Knight, a show Moon Knight kind of like that, where it's one of those, it feels like a normal show, but we really amp up like his connection to like ancient Egypt. You know, just flat out Manimal. Oh, hold on. Yeah, Manimal. He is Manimal. Yeah. We give like we go with Moon Knight, because Moon Knight always felt to me like that would have been great for like an '80s superhero show.
Yeah,
You know, because he has powers, but they're real super understated. It's like he just has a sort of like weird connection with the goddess Isis, kind of, maybe. You know, or was it Shabbat? Like,
I think it was Shabbat.
Yeah, like some moon god, Egyptian moon goddess. I can't remember which one.
Shah or something like that.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, you just amp that up and then have him, like, what would he... Here's a big problem, though. So you got the Moon Knight series. What's Moon Knight going to do? Obviously, he's going to fight crime. But... Oh, Khonshu. That's right. It was Khonshu.
Yeah.
You know. All right. Well, first of all, let's start at the obvious place. Moon Knight enemies. Moon Knight enemies.
Actually, I don't know how you'd follow it up, but I do know what one season might actually be a really good one.
Yeah.
Because it was from one of the Moon Knight series. It was from one of the Moon Knight series that came out in like the early 2010s.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, and it's actually against the Taskmaster. Because there's this thing where all these mobsters have basically hired the Taskmaster to take out Moon Knight. And normally that's not his shtick, but he's like, whatever. And it gets fucking brutal as hell.
Huh.
But he literally gets, like, Moon Knight literally gets his just ass handed to him, like, royally, and he basically has to kind of redevelop, like, this almost suicidally masochistic kind of fighting style where it's essentially you win because you're tougher, because you take all the hits, but they have to take all the hits too.
I'm actually, let's see who. Yeah, I'm looking at like all these Moon Knight fucking enemies, and I'm just like, wow. I don't think anyone's heard of these people. Let's see, top 10 Moon Knight villains. Agony, which is a chick with red hair. All right, we could do that.
Yeah.
Oh, Amut, we could. Yeah, that'd be an easy one. Arya, who's like an alien. Oh my god, Arsenal. Oh my god. Fucking Nimrod Strange. Holy crap. Wow. Okay, there's obviously the Black Spectre, which is evil Moon Knight. Brothers Grimm. Okay, there's some possibility here. Because... Thank you, Alacia. Oh, let's see. Jack, don't know if you really care or not, but I got some new Matrix 2.0 lore from Shudder, and if you want to hear about that or something else. Also, chi guns. Don't you mean spirit guns from Yu Yu Hakusho? Yeah. But, like, okay. But Yu Yu Hakusho is an anime. And, like, things that work in anime don't necessarily work in, like, if you do them badly.
Especially if the lead is played by a white guy.
Well, it's not. Oh man, that's not even. I want to. Let me put it this way: the fact that they kept Danny Rand white is indicative of everything that went wrong with that show. However, it's the least of that show's sins because it's just bad. Like halfway through the episode. I'm sitting there like, oh my god, is this thing over yet? Oh my god, people are walking through doors and they're standing in rooms and they're talking. They're talking and they're standing in rooms. Oh my god, hey look, there's more guys talking and standing in rooms.
Yeah.
Holy fuck balls.
Isn't this guy supposed to be a martial artist?
Yeah.
I was assuming that there was going to be martial arts in my martial arts.
Yeah, I was led to believe there would be martial arting. You would be wrong.
Hong Kong Phooey had more martial arts in it.
It did. Because here's the thing. I'm like, well, the show gets better, and I'm like, I don't care about better. Does it get good? Does it get good? And the answer is, well, kinda. I'm like, that's not good enough. Not for this start. Like,
I wanted Iron Fist season 1, not Heroes season 3.
That's probably a good way of putting it. Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be really fucking nice. Oh god, fucking Heroes season 2 was already awful.
I don't know. It wasn't as.
I fucking lost my mind watching that because I'm like, oh my god, this is bad. This is just bad. And, you know, basically everything after they resolve the first season is fantastic. First season's great. You know, but that second season, I was like, why is the Immortal a white dude? I thought that was going to be like George Takei and shit. I thought that was the fucking, no, hero, turns out your father also has superpowers. Because he is immortal. That's why he could teach you how to samurai sword fight in 2 hours. Because that's part of his superpowers. I thought that's what we were going with. And then, that didn't happen. And it was like, yes, I know that the indestructible cheerleader Do we have to mangle her every episode? It's getting kind of tired. Can we figure some other way of doing this?
You would think that she would probably be a little bit better at avoiding this kind of stuff at this point.
Well, yeah, because she's like a battered housewife who's like, no, I just fell down the stairs. Yeah, like it's like, oh my God, please stop.
Oh God,
yeah.
Oh,
she's
God.
just constantly having accidents, so we can show that she's like.
Her power is that she can be a punching bag. Oh my God.
Yeah, and you're just sort of like, well, could she do something that would be kind of cool?
It's like, I kind of get why she was important last season, because you made her the MacGuffin, literally. But like, I was, if we're gonna keep her, can we at least give her some like development?
Yeah. It's like I don't mind keeping the indestructible cheerleader, but like,
it's like, why?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, could we actually do something with it? That might be cool.
Especially when you introduce someone else who's like a regenerator dude, and it's like, really, you're already going back to multiple powers, or like the two duplicate powers.
Yeah, well, especially after like, the funny thing is they teased, because they had Skylar fucking steal people's fucking powers throughout the whole thing. We got a glimpse of all these really, really cool people who he just killed and absorbed their powers, and I'm just sort of like, couldn't we have just like had that be a character instead?
Yeah,
because I'm kind of tired of like introducing a new character and just going like, yeah, so Skylar's gonna kill them, take their powers, and then like, oh hey, another fucking like season of that. Oh hey, there's the Nightmare Man. Boy, that turned out to be nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, evil elder god, do something cool. Like, oh no, I'm just a guy who, fuck you. Like, fuck you. And I got really tired of these like attempts to do like realistic superheroes. So by the time Marvel came in, it was just like, hey guys, look, it's just Iron Man. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
No. It's just Iron Man. Go for it.
Before Iron Man, they were doing. That's when they were trying to do Hancock and and then they were doing Heroes up until the writer's strike.
Yep. And because everyone was trying to get on that X-Men Sam Raimi money, X-Men and Spider-Man Sam Raimi money, and they just didn't. It just didn't work. Like, none of them worked as well. To the point where like,
especially when
most people don't even
X-Men
remember the series heroes anymore, like, already.
Which is sad, because, like I said, like we said, that first season's good.
Oh, that first season's great. It's just that
they made a sequel series, and no one knew. No one cared.
No one cared. It was bad. And then they made the third season of Heroes, which was better, but considering where we had been.
Really? I actually thought it was worse than 2.
Really?
Yeah, because essentially it was like,
maybe I just hated 2 that much more.
Possibly, because
I wouldn't say 3 was good.
Like Arthur Petrelli or whatever, the main villain, like, right. Essentially he was the Deus Ex. Fuck you. This is my show now.
Yeah, Flying Man, right?
No, he was the guy who, he was the father of the main character from the first season.
Oh, right.
And then he had the power to like steal other people's powers.
Yeah, he had Skylar's. He had the same kind of thing as Skylar did, didn't he?
Yeah, except he didn't have to kill anyone. He would just go and
right.
And so, which made it even more cheap as fuck. And he would just literally, because you would see all these cool possibilities of storylines like popping up and then gone.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, the immortal guy from season 2's back. Like, oh, what's gonna, and he's gone.
Yeah. And he's gone.
Oh, here's going back in, seeing something in the future, and he's gonna come back in time to try and change the past so that he hasn't, and
yeah, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone.
It's like, it literally, it changed the plot at least 10 times throughout that whole season. I'm like, what the fuck? The fuck am I watching? You know, there were so many good moments where it's like, it could have been good, and then just, no, we're gonna just cut it short.
Yeah.
And keep you focused on this one douche, because fuck you.
Yep. That's it. That's the way it is. Let's see. Lazy is telling everybody, telling us more Shadowrun stuff. Apparently, they did a lot of stuff with the Technomancers in the new Matrix book.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, apparently. And Jay Templar's like, I did laugh at how Japan was the big Asian economic power. Then is China. Oh, yeah. Like, yeah. Back in the 80s, like, Japan was like, oh, Japan go to rule world.
No, seriously. Like, Japan in the 80s was like China today on steroids.
Yeah.
That's how big Japan was. Japan literally, they ran everything.
Yeah, everyone was fucking terrified that they just fucking take over because, like, they were buying up, like, Times Square and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Like not even, it wouldn't even be like a violent takeover, a hostile takeover, but not a violent one.
Yeah, hostile that's not violent.
They would just own everything.
Yep. Oh, then turn out, Dayen, not so good. Dayen, not so good. I don't know why I'm not using my Japanese accent. Probably because China number one. You know, I'm using my stereotypical Chinese accent instead. Oh, Japan thing is so good.
Oh, yeah.
He fall down, you know.
Japan,
his son's supposed to sound like this. We own everything. We own you.
I'm just saying, considering what that environment in China is like right now, like, give it a couple of years.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I think I figured out what. I could do a Korean impression, but I don't look enough like an Asian girl trying to look like Michael Jackson trying to be a white woman. Just that's, you know, and that goes for both genders, by the way. You know, I'm not saying that's what women look like. I'm just saying that's apparently just what Korea looks like now. I don't know what's going on there.
Plastic surgery. Lots and lots of plastic surgery.
So basically they got whatever. They got that Michael Jackson sickness is what they got.
There was literally a plastic surgery salon in Seoul that got in trouble because one of the displays was a glass tower full of all the jawbones that they had shaved off of Koreans to give them thinner chins. I shit you not. It's now like 1 in 4, 1 in 3 Koreans will have plastic surgery or already have it. It's insane.
Whoa.
Yeah, like
that's a little too much, man.
Yeah, it's like,
you know, like
that's
China.
God is dead. But yeah, Korea, you got some fucking issues.
There's some issues there because I'm like, I'm looking at like apparently like every guy wants to look like Justin Bieber, and every woman wants to look like Justin Bieber. It's weird. It's very weird.
Because Justin Bieber is the one all the girls want to fuck.
Yeah, but still.
I know.
I drink your milkshake. I don't know why we're bringing up like there will be blood, but like, you know, hey, just give babies plastic surgery when they're born already. Oh God. Oh God. No. Like, I'm kind of against anyone under the age of 21 getting plastic surgery. I'm just.
You really shouldn't make adjustments to your body until your body's done being made.
Yeah. Like, I'll live with 18, but I think that's pushing it. You know, and I feel like we need to not be pushing it. You know, it's just sort of like, all right, you're 21, okay, whatever. You know, you got it. The changes to your body are going to be you're either going to be minimal or they're going to be well within predictable boundaries. You know, I married your granddaughter is the new fucking I drink your milkshake. Oh my God.
Also, apparently I found out apparently in Iceland they have an app to tell if a person you're interested in dating is your relative or not. Because the population in Iceland is so small that people have been, like, surprise incest has been an actual problem that people are worried about.
No! No!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why cultural isolationism is a bad idea.
Bad. Yeah, it's real bad. Like, I want to know, like, one or two things start happening. You either start fucking your sister or you start fucking body pillows. You know, like, it's like those are your options. You know? Like, man, I'm looking at, like, the way Japan's going. I'm like, wow, like, actual Nipponese, like, Japan people in Japan, that could be, like, extinct in a couple hundred years. Which is weird to think. You know, like, that an entire, like...
Well, here's the thing.
Like, the diaspora is fine.
Yeah.
But...
Because, I mean, obviously here in America and also in Brazil is actually a huge number. Japanese.
Yeah, there are tons of, like, Japanese people worldwide, but, like, the nation of Japan could just be extinct. And it's like, wow. It's like, what happened to these people? It's like, they...
Capitalism.
They just stopped having kids. They got careers instead of children. You know, like, you know, they all just did it. You know, like, how to put it? I feel like that's going to be China's saving grace. Like, I think they're going to get through this whole phase like just fucking fine. You know,
I don't know.
Oh, they'll be changed. They'll be changed certainly, but I feel like what's the world? There's something fundamentally wrong with the world if you don't have, like, you know, the 50-year-old Asian mom going like, "When you gonna make me grandchildren?"
Yeah, but because here's the thing, like, I mean, the whole imbalance has caused some really fucked up shit to happen. Like, you have actual bride nappings, like, constantly.
What?
You didn't hear about this?
I didn't know about this. Like,
yeah, no, like, people in villages will actually, like, guys in villages will actually go and kidnap women to force them to be their bride, either outside the border, or if they really want, like, a Chinese child, they'll, like, go and nab someone's wife or someone's fiance. Because there's so many villages where there are, like, no women. Because literally that's how bad the imbalance is.
Whoa, how's Joe?
Like, you would think with the scarcity of women in China that they would have a lot more negotiating power. It's like, no, now you just outnumbered.
Yeah, well, it's what's really weird. Actually, one of the things that I found out about the One China policy is that there are a lot of villages where it's one of those. Oh yeah, they have one kid. Well, who are these five others? They're like, oh, nieces and nephews. It's like, what are you gonna do? Everyone's called auntie and uncle anyway. How you gonna sift through that shit?
It's like, well, where are their parents? Oh, they died.
Yeah, died. Got trampled by water buffalo in the rice field. Very bad. Water buffalo don't live in rice fields. I know. So strange. What were the odds? Yeah, actually, oh my god, now I'm thinking, like, I wouldn't mind. That might be actually really fun in a movie or a skit or something, of, like, old Asian lady who just, like, the whole thing is that she's supposed to be an Asian lady, an old Asian lady with the little Korean grandmother shopping cart and huge glasses and everything, but everything she says about Asian culture is pure bullshit, but it's pure bullshit as could be said by an actual Asian person. It's like, oh yes, duck wings, you should eat. Very lucky. It's like, what do you mean they're lucky? Oh, cause I charge you $5. Very lucky. I charge you more. Luckier still.
It's like, no, that egg not rotten. It's delicacy. I tell you, white person, pay me $5.
Yeah, it's delicacy, not $5, $20. $20 now. Just be like, you're fucking me, aren't you? No. You say dirty word. You say dirty. You have dirty mouth. Go away. So bad. Now you pay $50. I just. It's one. It's. Yeah, I guess that would kind of be like the equivalent of like having a character from Goodness Gracious Me. Have you ever seen that show?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so Goodness Gracious Me was a fucking British series that was kind of the setup was that it was kind of like In Living Color, but instead of it being about black people from Compton, it was about Indian people in Northampton.
Okay, got it.
And it they had this one. They had a couple of skits, one of which was Indian son coming out as gay to their family, and the family gets very mad because he's not dating an Indian boy. Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
There's also there was also another one where it was a bunch of Indian people like having going to like a standard like British like Mel's or something, just like like whatever random, like Western Erie, but they're acting like British people do in Indian restaurants. It's like, what's that fancy stuff you put on that stuff? What is it called? Oh yes, bread. We'll have 50 orders of bread, please. Like this fucking loaf of bread. Like, that seems like a lot, sir. Hey. It's like, I don't know if I can eat all this bland food. Like, it blocks me up in the worst way. Oh, man. But yeah, like, think maybe I should just do something like that. Good fucking God. Oh, someone said, Mondo Colt says, new character, Jack. Oh, should be Asian Medea. Asian. Oh my God, Asian Medea. Holy crap. Hold on, you might be onto something. Like, okay, what? Well, I was thinking of doing Terrors of the East at some point. That could be like the foil for Terrors of the East, like the host of Terrors of the East has like an old Asian auntie who like Like, I kind of, like, oh my god, no, I couldn't do the buck teeth route, but I definitely have to have, like, the huge Yoko Ono glasses.
And you'd have to make sure they had, like, the lenses that you can make your eyes look really huge.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so you blink, you just got these huge eyes. What's wrong with your eye? You what? You should wear. Hey, you eat now. It's like I'm kind of sick. I'm not feeling so good. Squint testicle, very good, very good for cold. Cure postnasal drip, impotence, and and strengthen your chi. Ooh. Also bring bride. It's like, what's this? This for breast enhancement. I don't need breast enhancement. This penis enlargement. Yeah. Oh my god. No, that might actually be it. Like, yeah, look into the ancient box of wonders, treasures all the way from, like, the Ming Dynasty, but it's just like Auntie's fucking, like, grocery cart. Just opens it up, some bullshit in there. Yeah. Maybe recreate that whole joke with that fucking one woman who got on the fucking bus and killed the chicken. Holy shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I told you that story, right?
No.
Oh, okay. So my buddy Mike, he's on a bus, on Market Street, as you do, and it's market day, farmers market day, and this little old Asian woman gets on, she puts her bags down to get out the ticket, and as she puts the bags down on the floor of the bus, there's a live chicken in one of these bags.
Mm.
And guy's like, you can't bring that on. And she's like, huh? Like, you can't bring that on. What? That? No, you can't. No, I'm not. I can bring on. It's like, it's alive. You can't bring on a live chicken. She's like, okay. She opens the bag, twists the chicken's fucking head. Bus driver loses his shit and gets into, like, an argument. I'm sitting there going, like, I feel that in my heart, were I that bus driver, I'd just be like, you know what, fair enough. Just get on. I don't know what I was expecting. I feel like I'm to blame. Like, really, that was my fault. And of course, my friend Mike is sitting there in the back of the bus going. And I was like, why were you? I mean, yeah, it's pretty funny. He's like, no, I turned to the guy next to me and I went, it was a baby. Oh, man. Oh, MASH.
I love it when I love getting those moments when you just, like, can turn to someone and just say, like, the perfect thing to say at that moment.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, I could probably maybe recreate that for something. Like, oh, what? I need a big stick, too.
My favorite moment when, last time I remember doing that was I was driving with a friend in Southern California, and we were just having a casual conversation, and I noticed his passenger side window is down, and so is the driver's side window of the car that was driving alongside us. So I just turned to my friend and go, and that's how I ended up naked with the whipped cream. Now he looks at me confused, like, the fuck you just say? And then I just casually, like, look next to, and he looks, and there's this woman with, like, this, like, church-going lady woman, just with the most shocked expression. It was like that moment from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, where then he looked, his life was ruined.
Forever.
Constantly.
His life was ruined forever. Forever? You look around, wondering. Yeah.
There are men in bathrooms doing fun things he will never know.
What the hell? No, I don't need the explanation. I don't need your stupid explanation. I don't need it explained. I just want to see the thing. Ah, here we go. All right. Yeah, because I actually didn't get to see Ant-Man and Wasp.
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I was told it was. I was told it's actually really cool. I just hadn't seen it. I just haven't seen it. Crap happened.
That was right when Seth.
Oh God, that's right. That's when Seth died.
Yeah, we were supposed to see it with him.
Yeah, we were kind of busy.
Yeah.
Shit was kind of happening at the time. I was trying to figure out why we hadn't seen it. I was like, what? Oh. Yeah, funeral, that'll do it. Yeah. Oh, God.
This summer, I swear, has been fucking nuts.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I do not even know what to say. It's just been crazy.
And now with the winter... Oh.
Go for it.
Okay, I was going to say, and now with the winter coming, I'm wondering, is this going to be like, oh, congratulations, we get no water next year? Or is this going to be like, oh, yeah, remember that flood warning we had like a year ago? Guess what? It's round 2.
Oh, God.
Funny enough, it was actually during the flood that I first saw your live stream.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Like, I was in one of the towns that was being evacuated. And I was just kind of like stuck on the side of the road. So I pulled up the phone, was looking through. I'm like, oh, I didn't know Jackula did.
Up. Hopefully that will have fixed the problem. Yeah, I think we were trying to stream at too many bits. I was like, hey, I got the better machine. Let's stream it. 5K. Maybe 5K was just a bit too much. It was like, fuck you.
Ambitious, that boy.
What was that?
Be ambitious, that boy.
Yeah. We bitten off more we could chew, I suppose. Let's all right. Let's unnecessarily fuck around. It's like, if I do this, do frames drop? All right, frames ain't dropping yet. We're doing good. Bop.
Looking smooth on my end.
All right. So,
Twitter. I'm so following them. Jimmy Seafood told.
All right. So, the late capitalism of fast food Twitter. Wait, what? Okay. People weird me out. I don't know what's going on in that world. Oh, well, looked like we dropped some frames there, but let's see. Come on. Round 2.
Steady, girl. Steady.
Steady as she goes. Steady. Okay, so let's see. One of the things that I did this week that was actually pretty good is I watched a bunch of stuff. I watched a lot of. I watched that new Haunting a Hill House Netflix show. Holy shit, that was good. That is super good. Like, everyone should check it out. There's gonna be a blog coming out about it. Oh my God, why are we stuttering like a... All right. You...
Hold on.
Oh no.
So you're coming in... How am I coming in?
You're coming in okay. I'm just like, fuck a duck. Yeah, look at... Okay, let's see if we... Holy
Are
crap.
my words matching my lip movements?
Yeah. Well, on my end, I don't know about on the stream. So everyone else is saying no. So I am assuming that means no. God damn it.
That's
okay.
not good.
Yeah, that's not good at all. It's the computer's not updating. This version of OBS is just a piece of shit.
Oh, this is the one everyone's bitching about?
Yeah, this is the one everyone's bitching about because everyone's like, what the fuck? It's dropping frames like a mug. You know, and I'm like, oh, fuck that shit. Like, fucking, like, maybe we just go with regular OBS. You know, let's see, OBS Studio. Let's see, update this thing. Cause I'm getting mighty sick of this. You know, like, this is some bullshit. Update now. Yeah, we'll update regular old OBS Studio. Might be some stuttering because of that. You know, just.
You know what? You don't need to give me fancy studios for streaming. Just give me something that works.
Yeah, just work. Well, the funny thing is that they had finally put in this feature that I have been wanting for fucking ages. And that was the ability to just bring graphics onto the fucking page from the desktop. That's all I wanted.
Wait, they didn't?
Yeah, Streamlabs OBS, you couldn't do that. You had to do it manually. You had to go in, find the file, bring it in that way. And I'm like, could we just not? Could we not? Could we not? Please, could we not? And they finally got that in, but now the render machine itself is just fucked. And I'm like, what the fuck? No, I know, don't open Bing. What the hell's wrong with you? I don't need no Bing. Like, what part of OBS fucking means Bing? You know, like, hey, do you want Bing? No. No one wants you, Bing. Nobody. Nobody
Bing.
wants you.
Bing. Yes, folks, we're still here.
Bing, we're still here. Somehow. You know, like, oh man.
Well,
so you know that...
It's Bing. We're owned by Microsoft, so fuck you.
Yeah. Oh, you want to know what's fucking really amazing? This is amazing. Okay, so you know how you like... You know that meme... Windows Explorer, you know, your Internet Explorer. What do? You download Chrome. Oh my God. Okay. So now they got this thing called Edge. And I'm like, okay, Microsoft Edge, what you got? And you know what Edge does? It downloads Internet Explorer. It's so good that you have to download the old browser to make it work. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Genius. Genius. It's the best. It's the fucking best. I couldn't believe it. Because they were like, hey, we got a new browser. It's called Edge. I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. Who knows? Who knows, right? And it's like, we got to download Internet Explorer to make this work. And I'm like, really? Fuck you. Fuck you. You know, like, fuck that. No. Go away. Thank you, Stogie Cutter.
Remember when Internet Explorer used to not suck as an actual browsing window?
What was that like when it was actually
I miss
viable?
The 90s.
Yeah, when it was actually viable, like, it was, like, look, I was an elitist, so I was, like, Netscape and Mozilla guy, you know, but, you know, Internet Explorer would do. It would function. It wouldn't be the best, but it would work. Now it's like, hey, we've got all these new, look, you are the Yahoo of web browsers, okay? Stop it. Fucking stop it. Or you're going to be the Alta Vista of fucking web browsers. Remember Alta Vista?
Oh,
yeah.
I remember.
Holy shit. I remember, like, someone's like, I use Safari and Firefox. Yeah, well, look, I'm not saying that Apple's perfect, but you really do have the one option. You know, you could download the Chrome app. The problem is the Chrome app on your fucking iPhone runs like shit. It's like they're like, ooh, Google product, quick, make it run like shit. So that's no good. Yep. Safari is not that great though. Like, it will work. It's the Internet Explorer of the modern age. That fucking Safari is. Yeah, Netscape and nothing. Yeah, I kind of like I'm looking. Here's the thing. More and more people are getting me to check out Firefox, the new Firefox. Yeah. Fuck Explorer Alta Vista. Yeah. Remember that? Oh, anyone remember Hasta La Vista? Hasta La Vista was an old hacker site. You used to be able to get like mad utilities. Broke into so much shit. Like,
nice.
You know, it's just like, hey, this will get you in. Will it? Holy crap! It's right there. You know, but then again, you realize what the problem is. The problem isn't stealing the information. The problem is stealing the information and then getting away with the fact that you've stolen it. That's a different issue. That is a way different issue. You know, because one of the things about credit cards, they're very easy to track. You know, it's like, hey, someone that's not you just fucking bought a thing.
Now, on the other hand, they are easy to obtain, so it's
exactly
that's your risk reward right there.
Pretty much, you know. I've although one of the freakiest scams I ever saw was a friend of mine had discovered, they were these fake card readers that people put in ATMs.
Oh yes.
Holy crap!
That was part of the reason they invented the whole chip and pin system.
Yep. Because
they would have hidden scanners on the ATMs, and when you scanned your the mag strip on your card, they had something else to actually read the information on it. And then they would just have a micro camera installed somewhere nearby to take a look at your hand when you're typing in your ATM code. And boom.
Yep.
Now they have your account.
Yep. Bam. They got it. You know, like bam, they got it. Oh, well. Oh, no, God.
Like, it's crazy some of the ways, like, people just scam that shit.
I know, right? I know. It's absolutely nuts. Yeah. T. Schneider asks, anyone see Bad Times at El Royale? Guru and his girlfriend saw that. They said it was really good. You know, erotic art. No. J. Templar. It's erotica when women read it. That's the. If it's porn for girls, it's called erotica. I'm pretty sure that's the rule.
Because let's face it, it's always going to be more artistic. Not necessarily better, but always more artistic.
Well, people wearing like fucking like eyes wide shut masks while they're fucking. You know, like that's
your high end erotica right there, and then and then your low end erotica is sparkly vampires.
Oh my god! Fuck.
Or fan fiction for sparkly vampires. How the fuck?
Oh my god!
There are a lot of very, very bored 40-plus-year-old housewives. Because that is the only way I can explain the popularity of the 50 Shades books.
Oh my god, you right? Like fucking right. Like I was just talking about this like yesterday, where it was like, all right. So here's the thing about the 50 Shades book that you got to understand. The thing that is so interesting about the 50 Shades books is the fact that it got so popular. Because whether or not you believe me, and this is true, your aunts and your grandmas fucking beat off to hardcore shit. You know, you ever read those fucking like romance novels with, like fucking like Fabio on the cover and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's like straight up S&M scenes in those things, and like 50 Shades is just like, oh well, the man I'm fucking is a successful Wall Street guy. And I'm like,
oh, he wants to spank me.
Yeah, yeah, and you're just like, what? And everyone's like, oh my god, that scene where he pulled the tampon out. And I'm like, that's just a thing that happens. You know, it's not like he fucking breathes it in and says, you know, gingerbread or something. You know,
it's not like he then has a cup of tea that he like dips it in or something like
that. Yeah. Which, you know, there have been ones that did that. And your grandma probably beat off to it. You know, so I was just sort of like, there's nothing here that isn't harder core than the romance novels of like the 80s and 90s. So the only thing that's different, literally the only thing that's different, is the fact that it's like a stockbroker guy. Because back in the 80s and 90s, that was the last thing you wanted to have in a romance novel. It's like, ooh, great. I get to, you know, because back in the 80s and 90s, women were reading that thing. It's like, oh, great. I get to fuck my boring ass husband.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm fucking paying $5 for that.
Oh, yeah. I'm beating off to my boss.
Exactly. And everyone's like, no. Like, why would you want to do that? You know, you wouldn't want to do that. But now,
no one has money.
Yeah, now that no one has money, all of a sudden the Wall Street guy has like been fetishized, you know. And the funny thing is having met a lot of those guys. Look, here's the thing that you have to understand about Wall Street dudes: whether or not you believe me is immaterial to this. But there is fundamentally no difference between Wall Street guys and the fucking nerds that you all hate and people love to hate from like Gamergate and Comicsgate. There's literally no difference. The only difference possibly is actually some of them are the same people. You know, like that's who your Wall Street assholes are. You know, that's who they are. So congratulations, the real Mr. Gray is a fucking alt-right nerd he's a Richard Spencer. That's who Mr. Gray is. He's low rent. He's fucking low rent bootleg Richard Spencer. That's who he is.
He's an incel who forgot that hookers are a thing.
Yeah. He is that fucking nerd at the strip club that all the girls are like, okay. All right. Time to make rent. Mama's got to eat. Let's fucking do this. Saddle up, girls. Yeah, saddle up, girls. And just remember, make eye contact, flutter your lashes so you don't get the stare. And, wow, that's so interesting. Wow. Just remember the last word that they used. Make a sentence on that and say it's interesting. Done. Does that work on these guys? It works every fucking time. We're not even talking like 40% of the time it works every time. We're talking every time. We're talking fucking every time, you know, because these guys got no street smarts. They don't fucking know, you know. And that's the thing that gets me about
all of them are just frat guys who are either just not good enough at sports.
Yes. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. There was this one guy, I swear to God, like this was, you know how you're like, if only society would let me. So I got a dinner with this one dude, and we were in a gaming group together. And so I was like, yeah, sure. Like, it wasn't like, hey, I gotta hang out with you. It was like, hey, we're gonna go to this thing. You want to go? You know, because we're just inviting everybody. He shows up. First of all, his girlfriend like doesn't talk.
Ooh.
And everyone is like, so what's your life like? And we're expecting like, oh, you know, I'm working on my master's degree, or I'm going back to school, or, you know, like I work in advertising, or like, I work in an office, you know, like it's something, but no, like no response. And
there's a number of reasons behind that, and none of them are good.
No, none of them are good. And the thing is like, so the waitress comes by, takes everybody's order, and as she's walking away, he goes, "Thanks, doll." Like, unironically.
Oh.
Unfucking ironically. "Thanks, doll." And I'm like, did you just fucking call her doll? It's not the it ain't Prohibition. You know, we're not bootleggers. We're at Denny's. We're at fucking Denny's. It's fucking midnight. We're in Japantown. What the hell's wrong with you?
Of course it's fucking Denny's.
Yeah. It was at Denny's.
Always
and yeah, it's always at Denny's. And like, wow. Like, that was the first time I had seen that, where it was like, "Thanks, doll." Really? Like, who raised... I'm looking at him like, who the fuck raised you? Like, who the fuck raised you? Like... And then everyone was like, "Oh yeah, he was a member of a fraternity." I'm like, it shows. I think the house mother didn't fucking whoop his ass enough. You know, what the hell? I don't need gender roles to go back to the 40s. I just like girls who dress like Betty Page. That's all I'm saying. There's a big difference between wanting the gender roles back and just wanting girls to dress like Betty Page. Big difference. Big difference.
The difference is that it's not a bad idea to bring dress back.
Yeah. To bring dress back is not a bad idea, but like fucking... Yeah, Frank Miller, god damn it. Has Anthony ever told you his Frank Miller stories?
I've heard about them, but I don't think I've heard any of them.
Oh my god. Well, like, how to put it, like, Frank Miller's always been pretty much a shitheel. You know, he's always been a shitheel. But it didn't matter, because it was like, all right, look, you just keep writing them hits, man, and, you know, we'll keep buying them. It's cool. You know, but he would show up. He would show up to so many shows drunk, and he's not a friendly drunk.
Oh.
He is not a friendly drunk. You know, it's not like Garth Ennis is a friendly drunk. He's like, "Hey, how you doing? What's going on? Want a beer? Beer's good." Yeah, you'd be like, "Yeah, sure, Garth Ennis." You know, like, awesome. Fucking Frank Miller is drinking the demons away.
Ugh.
Next! "Oh, fuck you and me, kid." Like he's he's like in his 20s, and he's already like fucking. Is already talking like a grizzled 1890s prospector, you know? Like,
oh god damn.
Oh my god. Let's see. I recently watched a new vid from Renegade Cut on feminine horror. Oh, Renegade Cut. I like Leon, but I feel like his film analyses leaves a lot to be desired. You know. But then again, there's a use for training wheels when it comes to, you know, film analysis. There's good use to it. I just
the most head shaking part about when I was watching it was the one where he did the review of the trilogy of The Purge.
Oh yeah, I never watched the one that was about the trilogy. What was that about?
Well, you know, he kind of tries to kind of wave them off like, yeah, they're these films and stuff. But as he's going into it, he kind of like acts surprised that it was like, but for some reason they're strangely prophetic.
Yeah, for some reason they're strangely prophetic. It's like
almost like the director actually knew what they were talking about.
Yeah, right. You know, the funny thing is that when the first movie came out, you know, me and Guru were like, man, I don't know if this is how likely this is, but I like this concept. I like this premise. You know, like I think it's pretty good. And then we got back, we did our thing on it. So I was like, yeah, it's a really good movie. Like, you know, it's not the best, but it's got a lot of nice twists and turns. It's a nice home invasion flick because we're talking about the first one. Mm-hmm. And, you know, definitely check it out. It's definitely like, you know, the rich trying to eat the rich trying to eat the middle class kind of thing. You know, it's not even the poor, like, you know, like, although that is there, you know, it's really about how, you know, rich people are just going to eat up anyone who is less rich. And that's the idea. And the idea of this like crazy ideology that just fucking takes over people. And they start to see this as like some sort of fundamental right. Like you have to fucking take part of the purge if you want to be a rural American, you know, and that's fucking nuts. Anyway, we get back and we're like, yeah, it's pretty good. You know, we kind of liked it. I think you should, you know, check it out. It's pretty good. It's some good twists and turns. It's a lot of fun, you know. And everyone's like, oh my God, that was the stupidest movie ever. And I'm like, well, it wasn't that great, but like, I wouldn't say stupidest movie ever. I mean, like, did you see The Notebook? But
I've seen The Last Airbender.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see The Last Airbender? Yeah. Oh, that's what I should have said. You know, and everyone was like, "But why would this premise is so unbelievable?" And the first time I heard that, I was like, "Yeah, it's a little far-fetched, but whatever." They turned New York into a giant prison at one point. Like, whatever, you just roll with it. But more and more people started to say how unlikely the premise was, and all of a sudden we were like, "Oh shit. Oh shit. This is not sounding like to other people it's unthinkable. This sounds like denial. This sounds like cultural denial. That means this is a lot more likely than we thought. You know, and then Trump was elected. We were like, well, there it is. Well, there it is. Like, we moved several steps closer to the purge. How you doing? Ooh. Bam. You know?
Probably not since RoboCop have I seen, or Starship Troopers, or any other Paul Verhoeven movie have I seen a movie, like, kind of catch it before everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. No fucking kidding. Like, Purge Anarchy. You know, yeah, but the funny thing is that you know who knew? Los Angeles knew. Hollywood knew. LA knew. They made like millions of dollars off of them Purge movies. Like, so much so that their fucking Halloween Horror Nights, like, walk through the back lot where you're going through all the like, you know, the crashed planes and all the stuff they use for whatever movie. Like they keep turning it into the Purge, which really fucking works because like Purge guys coming out of like a fucking like crashed airplane, that just works. You know, that just fucking works. And, you know, because there are all these crashed cars and all that shit, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's the back lot, you know. Like, yeah, it's like, yeah, we were done with this stunt that y'all saw from Terminator 2. There's Arnie's motorcycle. It's in a million pieces, but, like, that's it. That's the one he wrecked. You know, and all that stuff. It's all back there. So just having a bunch of guys, like, in purge masks fucking running up at you, it just works. And it was really good. And I'm like, wow, this is a really, like, it was a really cheap setup, but they packed that shit with so many fucking with so many performers. You know, it's just, it's a mile-long walk, and, like, there is never not a point where there are just, you know, purge guys and gals doing shit. And, I love scare zones like that, because that's usually the only place you'll get me. That's usually the only place where you'll fucking actually scare me, where I'll actually be like, Jesus fucking Christ, you know, because in a maze, for some reason, there have been exceptions, but for some reason, I'm not that scared in a maze. I love them, but they're not that terrifying. But I'll tell you one that did get me. They had a Poltergeist maze, and we were afraid that they were going to do that Poltergeist remake, but it wasn't. It was the Tobe Hooper.
Yeah.
It was based on the Tobe Hooper one. And one of the things that the maze kept doing is, at not quite random, because obviously they had planned it, but every once in a while when you turned a corner, the fucking big, like, spidery fucking ghost that's screaming would be fucking, you know, at the end of the hall.
Mm-hmm.
At one time, they force you to open these curtains, and as you do, the light comes on, but, like, the fucking ghost is, like, right in front of you.
Oh, snap.
Jesus Christ. I, like, that one fucking got me. That one got me, because I was not expecting that. They were like, no. This is how we make this terrifying. We get them used to the fact it's going to be way back here, and all of a sudden we just put it right in front of them. You know, I was like, this is going to be... I'm sitting there going like, man, that was fucking clever. That was genius. You know, the Stranger Things one was also pretty cool, because but they obviously they use a lot of 11,
mm-hmm.
but they recreated the school thing where there's a statue of 11, but there's a guy in a Demogorgon outfit.
Yeah,
you know. Now I thought it would have been cool if they had actually had an actress there, but then the problem is that she'd just be a girl, like, standing like this all the time.
Yeah,
and that's kind of balls, you know. You don't want some poor actress to have to do that. That's nothing, you know. But yeah, good stuff.
Nice.
So yeah, I don't know what did. Oh God, we were talking about Renegade Couple. We were talking about something other than the Purge movies at first. What was it? Hold on, come on. What was it? What would be scarier than the Purge? I don't know. There are a lot of things that are scarier, but like that, a lot of it comes down to personal taste. Oh, feminine and horror. Oh. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can.
Are we doing this, Jack?
I think we are. I think we are doing this.
Oh boy.
I think we are. The feminine horror. Okay.
Hold on, let me sync up with you.
All right. Hang on. Let's see if I can. Ba 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 ba.
Why is everything going so slow?
Bam. Okay. Yeah, because the world hates us. That's why. You know. Because you touch yourself at night.
Because fuck Comcast.
Yes. Fuck these people. Fuck them. The feminine horror. Okay. All right, come on. Okay, film philosophy, politics. Ooh. I think I'm gonna be moving.
Okay.
I'm gonna be moving away from some of that shit because like it's just so boring. It's like, hey, let's do political. Let's do like it's okay if you're gonna do like a film analysis, but there's like a political angle to it because that's what the movie is, you know. But
yeah.
All right, so there's a link that I just shared. Let me see if
Let me know when you're about to play.
Yeah, I will. Let's see. Add new source. Satanic. Ah, here we go. All right. So let's bring this down. Fucking bonk. All right. Boy, if you want a nice version, you can fucking watch Dudes. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. What's this? Oh, this is like today. Okay, current events.
A lot of work in the academic arena has been done as it relates to victims in horror films. So much, in fact, that this understanding of horror victims and how they're portrayed as being punished for their transgressions has reached a popular consciousness through...
All right, I'm going to say this right now. If he doesn't talk about men, women, and chainsaws very specifically, this thing fails.
...through self-referential horror. A keen knowledge of who will die and in which order does not create tediousness among horror fans, far from it. The deaths of the victims become ritualized, and each death is both expected and anticipated. Much has been made of the fact that these victims, particularly in the slasher variety of horror, are more often women than men. In the introduction to seminal work Men, Women, and Chainsaws, Gender in the Modern
Okay,
Horror
good, he mentioned it.
Carol J. Clover writes, "The functions of monster and hero are far more frequently represented by males, and the function of victim far more garishly by females. This is mostly true, but there is some worth in examining the monsters in horror films that are women, or who display feminine traits, or that which reminds us of women." Laura Mulvey, in Visual Pleasure and Narrative Cinema, famously maintained that the cinema...
Fucking Laura Mulvey. Jesus fucking Christ.
Cinematic gaze, constitutive of primary
So I am
identification,
not familiar
is
with
not
the name,
gender...
but I'm assuming...
All right,
No.
Laura Mulvey. All right, I hate Laura Mulvey. Like,
Want to pause it?
Yeah, pause it. I hate Laura Mulvey because she is the one who came up with the phrase "male gaze." Now, here's the thing. She's not wrong. The supposition that the camera in many films is meant to imitate the male eye is very accurate. But the problem is that is twofold. One, the thing that she wrote that talks about the male gaze, that's not an analysis. That is not a putting forward of a rational analytical theory or theory of analysis. It's a polemic. And we know that it's a polemic because the writing itself says so. It's right there in like the statement of intent that it's not intended to be a means of dissecting film. It's a means by which you are supposed to destroy the pleasure of seeing. And it says this. It says this straight up, outright. And that is an aspect that it's one of those things where I'm like, no one who quotes Laura Mulvey has ever read the damn thing. I've never, ever fucking met someone who actually read that fucking thing. As far as I know, I am the only one who's ever read it. because I'm the old, because I talk to people who quote it all the time, and I'm like, but what about this? What about this right here? It's right here, black and white, clear as crystal. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You know, like, it's right there. What about that? Well, I don't know about that. Well, but why didn't you read it? You know, and the answer is usually no. It's like whenever I get into an argument with people about, like, Plato's The Republic. You know, like, if I have a theory on the Republic, they'll just say, no, that's not true. And I'm like, okay, well, why not? I'm like, well, I haven't read it. Then you have no clue.
Every hipster douche who's trying to quote Nietzsche.
Yeah. It's like, no, none of them read that guy. Like, Nietzsche fucking... You know, like, oh my God. Like, there was a joke in a show called Hysteria, which was like a really shitty attempt at edutainment done by the Warner Brothers people.
Kind of done by the Warner Brothers people. There's a whole other story about that. Which involves a motherfucker who is probably one of the worst enemies of American animation ever. But that's a story for another time.
Story. They had this one joke that I loved, which was, they were like, now in Philosopher's Corner, it's Nietzsche. It's like, God is dead. Wipe cut. God. Nietzsche is a bore. Done. Like, that's the whole joke. And I'm sitting there going, it's like, it's so fucking true. Nietzsche is boring as fuck. You know, but that joke's only funny if you've read him. You know, it's only fucking funny if you've read him. Just like you can't really appreciate what Anthony Hopkins is doing with Van Helsing unless you've read Bram Stoker's Dracula. Because he talks nothing like Van Helsing does in the book. He is the exact polar opposite of the way Van Helsing talks in the book. Van Helsing talks like a highfalutin doctor. Whereas Anthony Hopkins in that movie doesn't. Super plain spoken. You know, it's like, oh, what happened to Lucy? I cut her head off and took out her heart. Good shepherd's pie. Like, the Van Helsing in the book would never do that. That would never happen. But you can appreciate that. You appreciate that performance so much more if you know, oh, I get it. He's doing the exact opposite of what Helsing would do. Okay, got it. And it was kind of like that. But, like, not a lot of people read Nietzsche. A lot of people have started reading Nietzsche. You know, but, like, the biggest problem with Nietzsche basically comes down to is he is a great critic of other philosophies. But if you need him to, like, come up with anything substantive, you know, to really fucking, you know, get you where, like, you feel like philosophy may need to get going, no, not so much. Anyway, let's continue with the feminine horror. I just hate Laura Mulvey.
They're free. It's structured by male or masculine perceptions. With this in mind, a cinematic monster who is also a woman or displays feminine traits is constructed in a patriarchal discourse which reveals a lot about male desires and male fears, but also tells us very little about desires and fears of other genders. Barbara Creed, writer of The Monstrous Feminine, and a major influence on this work, believed that because of what we can glean about gender attitudes from this feminine horror in film, there must be some value in analysis. Human societies invariably have a conception of what is monstrous about the feminine, about what it is about a woman that is shocking.
That will do anything for her.
Classical mythology is populated with gendered monsters. The difference of female sexuality is portrayed as a difference which is grounded in monstrousness.
I don't know if you want to talk about female sexuality when you're using Mother Gorgon, when you're using Medusa as a reference. That's kind of off.
Although folklorists, mythologists, and classical literature professors
Like I think like maybe Ginger from fucking Ginger Snaps would have gotten that across a bit better.
prefer to disown horror movies as products too mediated by profit, to be seen as having anything to do with folklore and myths of antiquity, the truth is that horror bears a lot of resemblance to old myths. A fixed set of tale types that generate an endless stream of what are, in effect, variations, sequels, remakes, and ripoffs. These myths suggest that fear of women and therefore inevitable subjugation of them comes from a combination of allure and repulsion. The reasons why the horror feminine terrifies her audience are quite different from the reasons why, say, Jason Voorhees horrifies his audience. It's not simply a gender swap. The feminine horror movie monster is defined in terms of her gender and sexuality. Jason hunts his victims
and their openness and their perceived openness.
Because
that's
of a perceived slight against himself when he was a child.
Women very, very often are seen as those that invite the supernatural in.
That resulted in his drowning. Subsequent sequels make his motivations less and less clear. Mrs. Voorhees' motivation, however, is maternal. Her rage is not her own. It's gendered because it's related entirely to her being a mother and a psychotic desire to extend her motherhood even beyond Jason's grave by taking revenge on his behalf. Her character is born of maternal expectations. So, what are these feminine monsters in film?
Wait, what kind of statement is that? What do you mean her rage is not her own? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
And what qualities do they display that uncover men's fears about women?
Oh, you just got to the part about Mrs. Voorhees?
Yeah, I just got to the part about Mrs. Voorhees, yeah. 1, the witch, okay? This should be easy.
If there's one villainous archetype that is almost exclusively female, it is that of the witch. Joseph Campbell, professor of literature and famous for his work on comparative mythology, argued that women were ascribed magical power before men because of their ability to create new life. The church has long since changed our perception of witches as agents of the devil, but prior to all of this, magical women were seen, at least in some cultures, as healers, practitioners of medicine. When witchcraft was deemed heresy in the 14th century, the services witches had previously performed were reimagined not only as crimes but as abominations, particularly midwifery. The crime that ensured that witches would be burnt at the stake was collaborating with the devil, and since that is logically impossible, all witches burned at the stake for this crime were historically innocent. Witches' alleged crimes were gendered. This is because witches were accused, among other things, of having sex with the devil, causing male impotence, causing the penis to disappear, and stealing men's penises. Horror movies almost always portray witchcraft in the post-14th century incarnation, malevolent and diabolical. Emphasis in these films tend to be on the hunt for the witch, or from the perspective of the male leader of the witch hunt, like in Black Sunday from 1960 and Burn Witch Burn from 1962. Witch hunting has some historical roots. In the 15th century, an inquisitor's manual for witch prosecution called the Malleus Maleficarum was commissioned by the Catholic Church. It was used for centuries to prosecute and execute women under dubious claims. In some horror films, the supernatural is linked to the reproductive system. In the 1976 Stephen King adaptation Carrie, a woman with supernatural powers receives her gift, or curse, at the onset of her first menstruation. Carrie provides a strong example of woman as both a witch and menstrual monster, novel among others of her kind due to her sympathetic portrayal. Blood takes a variety of forms in the film. Pig's blood, the blood of death when Carrie goes on her rampage, and the blood of sin itself. The blood between mother and daughter joins them together, proving that women also participate in both patriarchy and mythological propaganda against women. Carrie's mother claims that female sexuality is inherently evil and responsible for the biblical fall from grace. To the film's credit, it does portray the witch archetype with some empathy. This is Carrie's story, after all, not the story of witch hunters. Barbara Creed, however, argues that the ambiguity of the blood poses a problem. Part of the problem with Carrie is that it plays on the debased meaning of woman's/pig's blood in order to horrify modern audiences. In so doing, it also perpetuates negative views about women and menstruation. The analogy drawn between women and pigs is also central to the film's discourse on the abject.
Oh my god.
Carrie/woman is monstrous because she bleeds like a stuck pig, as the saying goes. But the meaning of the pig's blood is ambiguous.
Yeah, it's because the pig's blood is... The fact that it's pig's blood is irrelevant.
Associating Carrie's supernatural powers with blood, the film draws on superstitious notions of the terrifying powers of menstrual blood.
Congratulations,
cultures,
you watched the movie.
A young girl who had prophetic dreams at the time of her first menstruation was singled out as a witch, an association among blood, the supernatural, and femininity. Historically, the curse of a woman, particularly if she were pregnant or menstruating, was considered far more potent than a man's curse. A mother's curse, as it was known, meant certain death. The curse of a woman who was also a witch was even worse. Castration anxiety can refer to being castrated literally or symbolically.
Teeth. You have to talk about teeth.
In the literal sense, it's the fear of being physically emasculated.
You have to talk
In
about
the metaphorical sense, it's the idea of a man feeling insignificant or the worry that he is not conforming
and maybe I spit on
properly
your
to
grave,
male
maybe Miss
expectations.
45, they color one eye.
These gender expectations can create an irrational fear in which the man may go to extreme lengths to save his pride.
Oh, you got teeth?
Sigmund Freud famously linked man's fear of woman to a childish belief that the mother is castrated. Yes, in his mind, the woman has a penis, in spite of everything, but this penis is no longer the same as it was before. Something else has taken its place, has been appointed its substitute, as it were, and now inherits the interest which was formerly directed to its predecessor. Probably no male human being is spared the fright of castration at the sight of a female genital. The myth of the vagina dentata appears in a variety of...
Okay, no. That's not a what at fucking Renegade Cut. That is... I forgot how fucking retarded Freud was. Because... Oh my god. You know, that's not Leon's fault. That's all Sigmund. That's all Sigmund right there.
Yeah.
That was just like, oh, God.
It's like, I gotta talk about this guy.
Yeah. Like, men are afraid of castration at the sight of a vagina. I'm like, well, maybe now that you mention it, but not really, no.
Cultures throughout history. The myth is that women are shocking because their vaginas have teeth, and that these women must be tamed, usually by a male figure, before intercourse. Horror famously deconstructed this myth in the 2007 film Teeth. In the 1960 film Psycho, Norman Bates is metaphorically castrated by his domineering mother, herself a gendered villain much like Mrs. Voorhees.
Of course she's a gendered villain. She's a person. Like, I don't...
The rage
don't
of the original antagonist from Friday the 13th.
I don't get this idea of this, like, gendered villain. And I'm like, okay, well, like, to have a villain without a gender is actually way more fucking noteworthy.
Only exists due to her son. But in Psycho, the mother persona only exists within Norman. In both cases, they are inextricably linked. Psycho, as well as other horror films like The Fiend, The House That Screamed, and Mother's Day, all represent the psychotic killer son as the product of an overbearing mother. Norman himself is affable. It is Mother who is the murderer. Norman also shows signs of what were believed at the time to be homosexual traits. Wrong-headed ideas of the 50s and 60s about homosexual men coming from close relationships with their mothers, a mistaken belief that had its roots in the writings of Dr. Freud. That is meant to create a kind of gay panic for the audience. In Psycho, Norman has been metaphorically castrated by his mother, the result of which is a feminine man who takes on feminine traits. Norman is threatened both physically and psychologically by the maternal figure. One could argue that Norman's desire to become the mother is motivated not by love or longing to see his mother again, but by his own fear. He wants to become the mother in order to prevent his own castration. To castrate rather than to be castrated.
Okay.
In the beginning of the film, Marion meets with her lover, Sam. Marion says that she would like them to meet at her place with her mother's picture on the mantle. Sam says, and after the steak, do we send sister to the movies, turn mama's picture to the wall? Mother is the embodiment of respectability. Ever watchful, judging Sam, judging men. Later in the film, Norman hints that Mother is always watching, and her silent judgment is presented as the impetus for Norman's murders. Although the most famous death in the film is that of a woman, Psycho plays far more on a deeper fear among men.
Okay.
The temptress archetype may have some of its roots in the aforementioned sexually repressed attitudes about women fornicating with the devil, but it has broadened over time to include far more than witches.
Okay, I need to take a minute. This is a personal pet peeve of mine. No, it's even older. It's way older. It's super older. It's mythologically older. You know, that is like the idea of woman as temptress, the archetype. Yeah. It doesn't come from witches. The witches have it, but it's so much older. It's so much fucking older. Like, you could have Yogi talk about that. He's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like it's in the Hindu, and it has been. You know, it's how to put it. The difference in the context is that in one context it's okay, but in another it's considered bad.
Women, or feminine-coded beings that have both seduced men and tricked men into believing they are ordinary human women. The Temptress's motivation is to kill men, to eat men, or to castrate men. Although Dracula is easily the most famous vampire in both literature and film, the next most persistent archetype is that of the female vampire, often represented as a creature whose sexuality is merely a weapon in which to ensnare men.
Okay, you're going to talk about Carmilla?
Dracula, Harker is seduced by 3 of Dracula's brides in order to eat him until they are prevented by Dracula himself. In the sci-fi horror film Species, the alien wants a baby. To accomplish this, she lures men in with the promise of sex, but with the real goal of a pregnancy. Among men, there is a common belief that for women, sex is a weapon. Women only want sex for reproduction, thereby tying the man to herself for life. Or the woman only wants sex as a means in which to earn the favor or approval of the man. Obviously, this disregards the simple notion that the woman wants sex for the same reason that the man wants sex. Because they're sexual creatures, and they desire it. Some men would sooner believe in a sex alien than a woman who has a healthy sexual appetite. For those who do believe women have this appetite, it is often seen as a negative. The Temptress archetype has a lot of history, dating back as far as, or perhaps even farther than...
What was that? Where are you?
The sirens from the Odyssey and Greek mythology in general. Fast forward a couple thousand years, and the variations on the same theme remain. Women as manipulators whose sexuality exists only as a weapon against men, and for some secondary motivation.
The way he speaks.
They do not enjoy exploring their own sexuality, because to the male writers and presumed male audience, such exploration and such enjoyment either cannot exist at all, or cannot exist outside of the aegis of men. According to a paper by psychologists Roy F. Baumeister and Jean M. Twenge, the suppression of female sexuality can be regarded as one of the most remarkable psychological inventions in Western cultural history. The sex drive of the human female is naturally and innately stronger than that of the male, and it once posed a powerfully destabilizing threat to the possibility of social order. For civilized society to develop, it was allegedly necessary, or at least helpful, for female sexuality to be stifled. These images of women as monsters whose...
That's completely fucking incorrect. You know, that wasn't even true in the time of Greece.
Powers are closely related to their gender and sexuality are widespread in contemporary horror. They frighten us in a primordial way, but once understood as tools that were born of pervasive patriarchal attitudes, they should frighten us in another way altogether. Hi everyone, thanks for watching my episode on the feminine.
Oh, okay. Well, that was... That wasn't so great. Guess what? Men fear women because they might eat your dick. Might eat your dick, boys. Look out for your dick, boys. Here. Watch your dick. Look out for your asshole, buddy. Take care of your asshole. Look out for your dick. Yeah, well, there's so much that's missing. Like, I'm sitting there going, like, you're gonna bring up vampires and the feminine. You're not gonna mention Carmilla? What the fuck? Like, that's
the original vampire story.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, that's OG. You know, like, it's the most important one, because that's also got, it's also the fact that Carmilla is a lesbian, so we could even have, like, talked about, like, you know, yeah, the fear that some woman is gonna run off with your woman. You know, like,
you can't trust anybody.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, our bitches,
like,
they so untrustworthy, they gonna steal your woman. You know, like,
it's like, you know, you can't trust the man around them. It's like,
you didn't realize you can't trust chicks around them either. Good God, just coming from all sides. It's all sides closing in, boys. Look out for your dick. Yeah. Take care of your dick. Oh my God. Yeah, it was a web series based on Carmilla. Oh man, no, Carmilla's great. Like, there have been a lot of fucking redos of Carmilla that haven't been called that. Which is really too bad. Like, I think my favorite is probably Vampiros Lesbos. You know? Because that one's really cool. Like, that's one of those times where, unlike Female Vampire, which, don't get me wrong, I love Female Vampire, but it is a much jankier movie. You know, it's much jankier. Like, all right, this is a seagull. No, it's a bat. Oh, no, that's a fucking seagull. Jess, Mr. Franco, you full of shit. You know? So yeah. But like, Vampiros Lesbos is kind of is a retelling of Carmilla, which, and it works really well, and it's very pretty, it's very beautiful and ethereal, and I really like it. There have been some others that have been a lot raunchier, like, not that Vampiros Lesbos isn't raunchy, but like, how to put it, like, everything in Vampiros Lesbos is kind of beautiful. You know, it's very, very lush and beautiful and kind of nice, and, you know, but I've seen someone where it's just like, you know, all right, now vampire chick's just gonna fucking go down on somebody and fucking, she's just gonna fucking try to get her head all up in there, you know? But whatever. There's so much to the female monster. You know, there's so much to it, and I feel like they're wonderfully. He also missed The Company of Wolves, which is another really good one to bring up if you're talking about female and monster. You know, because that's all about a girl turning into a werewolf. You know, and it's got witches, and it's got
the puberty angle works both ways.
I know it does, it really does, and it's good, and it's even got the Terrence Stamp in it for a hot second. It's got the General Zod. He plays Satan in a limousine for like 2 minutes. And then he's gone. He gives a kid a magic potion that makes him grow hair on his chest. Now he's a man, forever cursed. Now, to be fair, that is a story that the girl's grandmother is telling her. It's like, oh, don't stay off. It's Angela Lansbury, too. It's the grandmother. Because it's the whole Company of Wolves thing is a kind of a retelling of Little Red Riding Hood.
Okay.
Really good movie. I really love it. And, oh man, Night of the Demons. That's another great one.
Oh, yes.
Night of the Demons. Fucking yes. Like,
with my other favorite Linnea Quigley.
Yeah. Well, like, we could have also gone into Sleepaway Camp. Fear of Woman as Secret Man. You know, Surprise Dick. You know, like, hey.
Oh yeah, there's so much you could have.
Oh my God, the whole subject is so fertile. No pun intended. But it was kind of sad. It's just like, whatever. Like, how to put it? Like, I've never found like Leon's analyses to be particularly deep. However, there is one exception, one where I feel like he is absolutely 100% spot on, and you should watch his videos on any David Lynch film. His analyses of David Lynch are awesome. The David Lynch ones are his best. Just absolutely his best.
You can tell that's probably his favorite director.
Oh yeah. He really gets it. I definitely got to sing his praises on his Lynch analysis. He's, that should be like, he should write a book on that shit. He's really good at that. A lot of other things, horror movies, not so much. Like, not so much. I've never seen his analysis of a horror movie that I really agreed with.
That's why they had you and Guru.
Yep. Oh man. What is his vid on Strange Days? Oh, I didn't know he did one on Strange Days. I haven't seen it. I like Strange Days. It's a good movie. It's crazy. It's got Angela Bassett in it. She drives a limo. It's all about dudes in the future and rap and recorded memories. It's pretty good. I mean, I liked it. Also directed by Catherine Bigelow. Now, a lot of people are like, Catherine Bigelow, oh, that's the woman who did The Hurt Locker. I'm like, no, bullshit. That is the director of Near Dark. Respect.
Oh, she did Near Dark.
Yeah. Yeah, Jennifer Bigelow. Jennifer or Jessica? God damn it. J. Bigelow. See, Near Dark director. I got to the point where I just like, Catherine Bigelow. Yeah, sorry, Catherine. Why did I think Jessica?
Because you're drunk?
No, I always do that. I always call her like Jessica or Jennifer Bigelow, but it's actually Catherine. Let me double check. Yeah. American director. Hurt Locker, Zero Dark 30, Point Break, and Near Dark. Oh yeah, by the way, Point Break. That's right. Point Break was directed by a woman. Directed by Catherine Bigelow. Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah, fuck you, incels. Everything you love has a feminine touch.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. People are like, wow, fucking Point Break, those guys look super gay. And it's like, yeah, that's right. That's because Catherine Bigelow is making a deposit at Spank Bank. Sure, like, I got these two young, beautiful things getting real close to each other. Kiss each other for mama. Just do it. Just do it. Do it. No. No, not too much. Not too much. If you actually go for each other, then that ruins the fantasy. Just come really close and then almost kiss. Yeah. Oh yes. That's right.
That fan fiction has been in existence since at least the 80s.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, it's one of those weird things because like this is why I get one of the things I get so mad about people at when people are like, well, we don't really have women voices. I'm like, yeah, we do. I'm not saying that we don't need more, but I am saying that they do exist and they have existed. So I do a little digging. They're there. Check it out. It's kind of impressive. It's kind of fucking goddamn impressive. Like, did you know fucking the original Point Break was directed by a woman? You didn't know that.
No.
You didn't know. Nobody knew. You guys didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, nobody knew that. Like, no one ever brings up fucking Point Break when talking about Catherine Bigelow. Like, now, to be fair, in her oeuvre, it's not the best, but it's worth mentioning. It's worth
And to be
mentioning.
fair,
They
if
fucking
you're- if
reference
you're-
they reference that in Thor Ragnarok.
And hey, if your oeuvre is good enough that Point Break is a low point on it,
Exactly.
I think that deserves some respect right there.
I think I did appreciate. Oh, what's this?
Pumpkin bread.
Oh, I'm gonna have a bready thing. Yay! Nah. I don't know why I'm doing that, by the way. That was just pure id. Was just me. I'm gonna eat this, and I'm gonna go. Nah. See, the 80s was full of subtextually gay erotica. Oh yeah, yeah, totally.
Oh yeah, I've seen He-Man.
Oh man, I want
the What's Going On video wasn't funny because it was He-Man. It was funny because we were like, what took you so long?
Yeah. It was simply a joke about the truth we had always known. You know? Hold on. Oh, that's right. We're doing it.
And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it out what's in my head. And I live peculiar.
Wait, what'd you bring up?
The fucking He-Man song.
Oh,
hold on. Let me send you the link. All right. You ready? Okay, let's redo this. We're gonna redo this. People. You get it?
Was it just the Slacker Circus one?
No, this is a proto of Snag'em. I sent you a link in the Google Hangouts.
Oh, in the Google Hangouts?
Yeah.
Crap, I'm trying to find it. Oh.
Get on this level.
Okay, I think I got it.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Hold
Go.
on. Add.
Oh, ready? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right. Go!
And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it out what's in my head. And I live peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and get real high. And I feel the top of my lungs. What's going on? And I say, time in this institution. And he prays. Oh my God, do I pray?
God damn it.
Pray to see God be. And I say,
Remember when the internet was fun, Jack?
I do. Like, I it's so ranch. Actually, one of my favorite songs about like 80s toys came from Homestar Runner. You remember that shit? Remember how they had like this thing called Cheat Commandos, which was like their like
Yes.
G.I. Joe fucking parody?
Yes.
And it's like, we'll take the Ramshankle! It's the Ramshankle! And you know damn well it's made up of all vehicles that we couldn't sell. That was like every He-Man vehicle ever. You're like, what was that thing? It's like, okay, it's got wheels, but it's got tracks that flip over. You're like, what? You know, like, what kind of vehicle is this? What is this supposed to do? And you're like, all right, it's going to climb right over things. Nope, it's going to fucking get up there and fucking fall over. That's what it's going to do. That's what it's going to do. It's a piece of shit. That's why they didn't bring that back. Fucking ride an orange cat. Fucking just do that. Who cares? Can it fit a He-Man action figure? Maybe. Make it. You know, fuck it. That's the new thing now.
We only have green left. Well, fucking make it green then.
Fucking make it green. Who cares? Nobody cares. Fuck you. We're gonna make He-Man. You know? Like fucking He-Man, dude. You know, God. You know, like the But the funny thing is that someone said like the real success of He-Man really came with Skeletor. Because that was the idea that came right out of the artist, the concept artist's head. Because, okay, you remember how like there's that legend of like that Coney Island haunted house that fucking had a real body in it?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, there's this urban legend about, you know, there's this real body in this haunted house. And that's basically the whole thing. That's basically it. Well, that actually happened. That actually was real. And it was a haunted house in Coney Island. And it was one of those, like, oh man, this is like a murder victim from like Prohibition days, once they actually like fucking examined it. But it's just been part of the fucking attraction. Let's just be like, yeah, mummified dude, put it up there. You know, probably Joey Numbers and Jimmy Fingers had fucking like offed him in the 40s, you know, for giving him into like, you know, Elliot Ness, you know, whatever. Anyway, they fucking do that. This kid sees it. And then years later, when people are like, we need the scariest villain ever, he's like, I know what the scariest thing is. Skeleton. And he just fucking immediately, he draws Skeletor pretty much the way we all know him. You know, first attempt, bam. There's like, why does he have a muscle body? He's like, why not? Now that guy is gay as shit. That guy is gay. That creator. And he is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was amazing. Jonah Hex pre-52. Oh, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. That was... every single day. This institution. Oh my god. The funny thing was, I remember that song was everywhere, like the original. And I just always asked myself going, the fuck is this about? Like, what kind of, I'm sitting there and I'm like, what kind of Edie Brickell and New Bohemian shit is this? You know, because I don't understand what's going on. You know, oh my god, Skeletor emojis. Holy crap. Oh my god. Yeah, Beast Man. Holy crap. The internet died with the corporate takeover and the fucking alt-right assholes. Yeah, it's not doing so good. It's not doing so good. Like, you know, I'll take. I remember those days. You want me to take you back even farther? I'll take you back even fucking farther.
All your base, all your base, don't belong to us. All your base,
Oh yes.
All all your face.
Back
Does
in the
belong to
day.
us. All your face.
That's early Newground shit.
Oh yeah, that's some Newground shit, man. You know, yeah, you know it. You know it. Oh fuck yeah, Joe Cartoon. Fuck yeah, Joe Cartoon. We gonna kill Joe Cartoon. Yeah, fucking
like,
Octomom in a blender. I remember that shit.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man. It's like you never thought you'd be so sadistically enjoying murdering hamsters,
Oh my
but
God, yeah. Let's see, who else besides Sargon said She-Ra's new look was a war on feminine beauty? Oh, Diversity in Comics also said. That fucking shit heel. That fucking asshole. We're like, no. Did that guy just go away? He just like fucking go away. Ugh. Oh, the Jonah Hex movie was fucking terrible. It should have been great. It's like a guy with a magic gun in one eye shoots zombies. How do you fuck that up? It shouldn't be that hard. But apparently it is.
Hell, you could just go to the old standby of just make a good Western.
Yeah.
About a guy with a fucked up face.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
You
not
could've
that
done
hard.
that. No. You know, it'd be funny if She-Ra was straight, but everyone around her was gay. Eh? Like, I'm not real into the look of the new She-Ra show, but whatever. It wasn't for me anyway. So I'm like, I'm gonna be over there.
It's not like what they did with the Thundercats, at least.
No, it is not. That
It's like
drove me crazy.
Like
That
look,
drove me fucking crazy.
The CalArt style doesn't bother me when it's original works. I'm fine with them with the CalArt style when it's for like, you know, your own stuff, but taking a show that looked like Thundercats and then turning it into a show that looks like Adventure Time, that doesn't work.
Doesn't. You're like, what? It's like, oh god, no, don't Teen Titans Go this shit. Please stop. Like, please stop. Like, please.
Why is Teen Titans Go a thing?
I don't know.
Like,
But people keep watching it, apparently. You know, and as long as people keep watching it, people just keep they're gonna keep making it.
You know what Teen Titans Go is?
Cancer?
No, it's
Super AIDS?
well, kinda, but I was gonna say
Ebola?
it's the animation world's Big Bang Theory.
Oh shit. Oh fuck, I think it, oh god. Like, how to put it? I thought things were looking. This is a dark day. This is a dark day. We've discovered the truth.
Also, just want to add, it's the Chinese who are obsessed with Big Bang Theory. Japan doesn't really give a shit. Just saying.
Japan was a mistake, you know. Like, anime was a mistake. Where is your
No.
god now?
No, I was talking about how, like, because apparently you're obsessed with Big.
What?
Can you hear me?
I sure hope not, because you said that China loved Big Bang Theory.
Apparently, that's from what I heard. It's like
No.
Japan 1-0.
No, that's not true. That's all.
Search your feelings, you know it to be true.
No! God fucking damn it! God, this is...
It makes you feel better. It's mainlanders.
You fucking mainlanders. I'm gonna fucking show. Okay. Is Big Bang Theory popular in China? Ba, 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 ba. Is the TV Oh my God. It's got such a rabid fan base. It's like the #1 download.
Oh, I did that.
Oh my God. It's just no TV show in America as in China. Wait, what? Oh,
apparently not, because China has apparently banned it.
Yeah, that's why it's the #1 download. Illegal. Use that VPN.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, everyone knows it in China, I'm pretty sure. Anthony Bourdain's legacy food honor and special parts unknown. This week in sports, Muslim UFC champ battles Islamophobia. Okay, with cornrows. Okay, I don't know how to say it, but when like he's like, but he's Muslim, and I was like, he's got cornrows. I think he's okay. If not, I can always kill him later. Okay. We're America. I believe in us. Oh, God, well, China did ban Ghostbusters. Yeah, but that's for a completely different. With the fact that ghosts and that's why like that has the craft servers remodeled. Ooh.
That's right. Yep.
The great internet wall of China, which don't work very well because there are these things called VPNs. Yep. There's a way around it, around everything.
It's funny. I was watching the video about the apparently the blood plague long ago, or maybe about a year or so. Maybe it was a couple of years.
Oh, the blood plague. Okay, that's World of Warcraft history. That's like before Burning Crusade. Back in
okay.
Yeah. So there was his boss, but if left the dungeon, it wouldn't automatically go away, and the disease worked like this: targeted you, lasted 10 seconds, and then hopped to 2 players in a 5-meter zone around you, and it did like a lot of damage over time. It was like a couple thousand damage per second, which was like a huge amount. So
and it persisted if you res too.
It did. Persisted if you resurrected. That was where it got really bad. Because people basically, so if you go into a main, it will instantly kill anyone that was under level 30. Just instantly. Included most of the NPCs. So,
oh shit.
Yeah, so basically there was an emergency server reset. Here's what we have to do. Let the server back to where we lose your stuff. Else you got any unique items? A sting. If you were a farmer auctioneer, that fucked you hard. It's like all auctions were canceled and refunded. Thing was returned to because they were like, well, why did you have to do that? And they were like, okay, here's why. Because if we didn't, we had to go back to before the first moment the disease in the problem area. We had to go back before an iron. Everything would die. We tried it. So we could either have a completely dead city, suck.
Watching about that was based showing how the plague spread and how it can actually be used as kind of like a analysis of how
they did. That thing got studied in DC. I remembered.
Apparently, if I remember correctly, like according to where I read it from, patient zero was actually
was what?
The was actually patient zero.
Tell me is that it was a monkey? You could tell me next. It could be a monkey. Someone's always fucking them monkeys. I
don't know what.
God, sorry. Oh God, yeah, there are videos of this thing. People just dropping. What the hell's going on? They're like, what the fuck just happened? Why am I dead? What happened? Was there a raid? And it's like, no, disease. It's a fucking disease. Yeah, and that's why, like, they had to change the way the instancing worked so it wouldn't happen anymore. You know,
it's like,
yeah, that really happened. I remember that. Hilarious. Yes,
it's almost as if a high blood virus is
a bad thing. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, it was. Well, it wasn't just it was like the bubonic plague. It like fucking decimated. It fucking game. It was fucking, you know. Oh man, I should probably go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little peaked. Keep an eye out. It's going Inferno. Keep watching fucked up movies. I will see you all in the next one. Good night.